out and you're going to find a place to sit. Well, maybe you really don't have to have any of those issues anymore. Maybe today is that day that you're going to finally allow yourself to have a solution to be comfortable, to allow yourself to have those walks. And this is what's going to do it for you. Vionic is going to do it for you. It is going to realign your body. It is actually, and when you realign, and you think about those little knobbies I was showing you, when that blood flow circulation comes in, do you know what that does? It's healing for the body. Yeah, it actually gives you energy, funny enough.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and again, being back into your natural position, it's not just, oh, okay, well, my natural position is going to help what, maybe my feet? No, it helps your knees, your lower back. It helps put you in a better state of mind because you're not in pain. It helps with your posture. It helps to invigorate the muscles in your legs because they're not working harder because you're out of that position. Yeah. So much that you have no idea. You know, we always focus, and there's always these things that talk about, oh, you got to be in the right diet, you got to go to the gym, you got to do all these things. And it's true, you do have to do that. But no one really talks about and focuses on their feet as much as they should.
And the reflexology is the science behind the entire foot and how our entire body is mapped out on the bottom of our feet. We've only had a few shows today, and I want to let you know, dangerously low in a lot of sizes and everything. We've been quite busy on that. So please, if you see something, tsc.ca, we cannot bring everything to air. We have some great clearance prices. We will get back to our blockbuster in a moment. Lots you can pack your bag up and take advantage of those extra easy pays, as well as free shipping. Here's another new one out the gate. Talk about the walk-in, talk about the running shoe, or the, what is this? No.
Athleisure.
Athleisure chic.
Athleisure.
But if you're not a jogger, but you're a fast walker,
or you just like to look cute in an athletic type of shoe, which is very popular today. And you see all the beautiful designs as far as the colors, just like confettied on top of the shoe, on the uppers there. And then, of course, you have the built-in.
Sorry, I just pulled it out for you.
No, that's fine. The built-in ortho-heel technology. Now, what you'll find, and I brought a pair of shoes, it's a men's, but a very popular brand just literally the other day, and I pulled out, because I always put in my own Vionic, the active inserts, right? So what I found in that shoe was this thing. So this is, I pulled it right out, and look at that. I paid a lot of money for that sneaker.
You mean you paid a lot of money for cardboard?
It basically, I mean, look at that. That is flat as a board. I mean, I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for it, but of course I put my active Vionics in there. So let's do this. I'll turn it around.
Now we have those online, don't we? We have the inserts.
My foot's a little bit bigger than that, so I'll take that. But look how flat that is. And then you go to this. Yes. And then you see literally what's on the inside of your shoes. That is really the bread and butter of who Vionic is, but then we just wrap it up in these beautiful designs. So again, you have all that technology. Even underneath, what we've done is give you lesser density EVA, like you'll see here on the forefoot and also in the heel. On this guy, you know what I got? I got nothing. I got nothing. They gave me nothing. So this is ridiculous. So
is this washable?
We recommend actually just wiping it off.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of our shoes basically, what you want to do.
Antimicrobial.
Yeah, exactly. And then just let them dry naturally out of the sun, and you'll be good to go.
Fantastic. Yeah. So 3 solutions here, 3 great colors to take a look at it.
Whole and half sizes too. So whatever size you are, just go for it.
There you
don't
go.
Have to size up or down.
So sizes 6 to 11, I believe, available. Half sizes in between here for all of you as well. Great colors too. There's your black, and it's almost like a paint splatter or kind of like a little bit of a mosaic done. So your black and grays. We got the really cute with the hot pink and grays in the center right there. And then we've got the blues. Both sides have the goring, so comfort. You've got the slip-on strap right at the back too, so that you can
easy to pop right on. If you do have a higher instep because of the goring right there at the top, just pull it right up and you're easy to go.
And it's Vionic.
Yep.
I mean, remember, this is that Ortho heel, this is that Ortho footbed technology. So you are getting everything you need on the inside of the shoe, and then all the style. But it doesn't just stop on the inside, and I like that you mentioned that. You guys still take it to the sole. You still take it to the materials that you use. Look at all of that padding and comfort surrounding your foot.
First-rate flexors underneath, areas underneath, actually in the outsole, that we've given you extra cushion to be able to take those steps more comfortably.
Unbelievable. Beautiful, beautiful. So entire hour we have available for you. We're continuing on. Lots on sale, lots brand new, all on Easy Pay, and always has $150. Remember, you get free shipping if you quote that. So we're going to continue on with another great sandal, because that's really where the formula hits home for a lot of us is, you know, maybe we do have our custom orthotic at home, but when it comes to the sandals,
It's just, you just can't do it.
but you
You
can.
can't, but now you can.
$80. It's crazy.
And it's all leather uppers, and this is our best-selling, the Tide series. We have like 4, I think, or 4 or 5 of them here just today. So they're just, if you've never worn Bionic before, you would have a nice introduction into the brand. This is a great way to do it because it is this very popular type of design as far as that flip-flop sandal look for the summer that you just go, you get up in the morning, you're out the door, you can even wear it to lunch and dinner. So it is that go-to type of sandal for the summer and spring. So, but all the premium materials, because you know what usually people go to, unfortunately, is something like this guy right here. Very simple, very easy to get off a shelf, and it's like, you know, maybe $5, $10. This is unfortunate for your feet because you can't mistake a cushion for support. Nothing is supportive about that. If you just tuned in right now, you probably wouldn't even know what that is. Maybe like, oh, look at that. It's ears.
A Barbie backpack.
It's ears and 2 eyes. But seriously, you don't know what that is until you open it up. And hard plastic, really uncomfortable between the toes. If you look at the difference, let's take this guy right here.
That looks like a blister to me.
It looks like a headache to me, right? So look at that. There's nothing here. It is as flat as a board. What would you rather have underneath your feet? That or that? That is really hugging all the contours of your feet. Turn it around. Deep heel cup, arch support. Then right down here at the forefoot, it also comes down. If you ever take a look at your footprint in the sand, it looks a lot like this footbed. So you have a deep indentation in the heel, it comes up around the arch, and then indents again by the forefoot. It is how nature intended us to be standing and walking. It makes a lot of sense, and now you can do that in a really, really cute sandal.
And I want you to think beyond borders here, and it's not just outside, it's inside. Because,
Exactly.
you know, I want to go back to something you talked about earlier, because you just sort of went there talking about Mother Nature and your footprints in the sand and such. You know, when we walk around our homes, what is it? It's hard tile, beautiful hardwood floors.
Sure.
We spend so much money to have this flat, hard floors. But that's not what we should be walking around on.
Nope, nature did not intend us to be doing that.
Did not intend that. This is not only a great outdoor solution, but it's an indoor solution because we shouldn't just be thinking about our feet for a certain percentage of the time.
Right.
It should be a constant 100% of the time. The most popular when it comes to style, lightweight. I mean, the sole of this, you wipe easily clean, so antimicrobial, no smells, no nothing, no weird left behind, nothing that has to be thrown out after you wear it that 1 year. Super comfort too. I mean, micro suede bed underneath that toe thong, that leather thong area. So that means exponential comfort. These are as light as air. So that's another thing when it comes to Vionic is a lot of times when we are going with that prescription medicinal need, they're like as heavy as cinder blocks. How is that even medically good?
No, you don't want that. You want it to be light, and that's what that EVA material that we make the footbed out of. It's shock absorbing, but it's firm enough to put you back in your natural position, unlike some custom-made orthotics. And look, granted, there are times when some people need those, but a lot of times, like myself, I'm talking from experience, that hard plastic was really, really uncomfortable underneath my feet. And then when I experienced, because I have excessive pronation, so this type of footbed is exactly what I need. I love the cushion, I love the shock absorbing aspect, but I love that it's firm enough in the right areas, in the proper areas underneath my feet to put me back in my natural position.
There's one thing you mentioned to me one of our very first shows a couple of years ago too, is this is because you're talking about someone who does have to have that custom made, and they are hard and they're plastic. And my brother, I remember the first time he had gotten them, got horrible migraines from trying to wear them. And you said that Vionic is a really good transition piece too. Put them on for about an hour or so inside. Transition your body into getting used to wearing an orthotic as well. Not only, so we're not telling you to not wear what you have or to not go that approach, but adding this in really helps. It's almost amplifying the effectiveness for your body.
Exactly, especially when you're talking sandals. It's the only way to to be able to wear them, right? So yeah, you just said it. So if you've never worn Bionics or any type of orthotic before, a good way to get yourself used to the technology. So don't be scared when it feels different. Yeah. Feeling different is a good thing. It's supposed to feel different, especially if you've been out of your natural position for so long, right? I'm sitting there like bending my feet, my hands in as almost like their feet, you know, twisting in. That is not what you want. You want nice, level, neutral position. This is what this technology is going to offer you. And with this beautiful design, I mean, take a look at this with 2 inches as far as height. So if you like to elevate your style, but also if you're a little bit shorter and you want to feel a little bit taller, you can also elevate your height as well. So here you have all that nice, beautiful micro suede lining on the upper, on the bottom, wick away moisture and so forth, and just beautiful designs.
Just comfort. This also took 4 years to design and have certified, have recognized, be designed by an actual podiatrist, by a foot doctor himself, so that yes, you are actually told that you can finally wear a 2-inch wedge that is recommended by a foot doctor. So if you have foot pain, if you have swelling pain, if you've got, you know, even diabetic problems, you know, anything that has to do with the feet, whatever, maybe you've had surgeries and bunions and things removed and you're sort of very, you know, wary about what to wear. The solution is right here, and it's on our Blockbuster today. We've got an entire hour that we just had together. This is the end of it. Let's go through the couple of colors. We've got a video I'd like you to take a look at, too, when it comes to, are you the right person? Is this something that you would want to be able to? Let's do the video first, and then I'm going to do the colors, and we'll take a look at the live model in just a moment.
This excessive pronation can be the cause of many common aches and pains, such as plantar fasciitis or heel pain, knee pain, and even back pain. Now, I'm going to talk to you about excess pronation, what it is, and its effect on our body. Now look at the line on Aaron's leg. Excessive pronation is the rolling inwards of the feet. As you can see here, the foot rolls inwards, causing a flattening and elongation of the arch, which results in a chain reaction of misalignment up the leg. You can also see how the collapsing of the arch can affect the length of her foot. Now look at the line drawn on Aaron's foot in the pronated position and compare it to the neutral or the correct position. You can see the difference in the length of her foot. Now, people often think their feet are getting longer, but in fact, their feet are actually collapsing, making the foot appear longer, and you can even see the difference in her arch. By placing the orthotic device under her foot, now you can see a dramatic difference from the inside and then from the front in the alignment of the foot, the leg, and even the knee. Ortho-heel orthotic technology lifts the arch and helps support and realign the feet, which often provides relief from these common aches and pains associated with overpronation.
That video, it just looks like relieving to the foot. It looks like, like if the foot could talk.
Exactly. So here's what we're talking about. You're saying indoors, you have hardwood floor and so forth. So take a look at Ashley's foot from the side now. So the line that you see, you can barely see it because her foot's rolling inwards. That is excessive pronation, as you just saw in the video. Here's where Ashley needs to be. I'm just going to elevate her foot a little bit. There you can really see a nice little arc to that line. But again, letting her go flattens out just a bit, and this is what you basically see when you're wearing a wedge. So look what happens when I actually put her in the Marceau. Look at that nice arc to that line. So now you see how the ortho-heel technology all along the footbed is really hugging the contours of Ashley's foot. So instead of her foot rolling inwards, creating that excessive pronated state, it's almost as if the ground is coming up and naturally hugging the contours of Ashley's foot with every single step she takes. So all the pressure points from the forefoot to the arch to the heel are all taken care of. I challenge you at home, get out one of your wedges, step on it, and see if there's any area on the footbed where it maybe is not touching the footbed, or is your foot spilling over the side and not really being supported. That's an issue, because that can cause that excessive pronated state, which can cause aches and pains, foot, knee, lower back, and so forth.
Neck, migraine, this, that. Like, if you think about it, because I was saying, my brother, he started to suffer migraines in the opposite effect, and that's what they said. They're like, it's coming from your flat feet. Well, flat feet is overpronation. Right. I mean, we chalk up to, oh, okay, well, that's a problem. Then what happens? You know, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into next week, that turns into next month, that never gets dealt with. Well, at these pays $22.49. 30-day money-back guarantee. This is that opportunity to see and feel that bionic difference. Remember, this is recognized by the Podiatric Association. These are designed by a podiatrist. Every single one of these is designed for foot comfort, to encompass the entire foot. You can see that with that right here as your foot just beautifully cups itself right into the back there. So you know what's happening? You're never going to get one of those. You're never going to get one of those. Another thing we just talked about too.
Beautiful designs. I mean, yeah.
That when the video was on, is when you're walking in your shoes currently right now, do you ever feel like one ankle swipes the other ankle and that searing pain that happens? That is an awareness too, that your foot needs to be repronated, that needs to be realigned itself up, because if your ankles are starting to hit each other in your shoes, that is very, very painful. Look at the colors: gray snake, teal snake, white, gold cork, black snake available for you. Sizes 5 all the way up through to size 11. Every inch of this is meant for comfort for you, right down to the grosgrain ribbon, right into that toe thong too. So comfort. The feet will be singing a good song. Like I said, if they could smile, they would, right, you, Kim? Always a pleasure to have you here in-house. And wonderful sales online too. So $49, a lot of those shoes 50-60% off. So put them together and get that free shipping.
Check out this dazzling quick buy offer. Hilberg & Berg's signature sparkle ball pendant adds the perfect burst of glitter and glam to take any outfit from ordinary to extraordinary. The brilliant hand-set crystals are cut to capture and reflect the light and are accented with Swarovski crystals and a 30-inch diamond-cut Italian chain. This sparkle ball pendant is regularly priced at $185, but is now quick buy priced at $99.99 or 4 interest-free easy pay payments of $24.99. That's a 46% savings. Get yours now by giving us a call at 1-888-2020-888 or visit tsc.ca.
The vault evokes a sense of mystery. What could possibly be so precious it must be locked away in the vault? If you're looking for something clearly unexpected, if you're looking for something so unique, you'll find it in the vault.
Well, if you suffer a little bit of headaches, maybe even once a week, maybe you get bloating at the end of every single day. You know, maybe you get that afternoon slump where, what do? You go get a candy bar and a coffee, right? What do we all do? We chalk that up to normalcy, right? We all think it's a normal way of living and feeling, but we don't realize it's toxicity that builds up in our body, and our body is signaling us with red flags every day, with a little headache, with a little fatigue, with a little eye twitch. But we do nothing about it but pour sugar and caffeine on top of it, making that problem worse. And that is why one time a year, we bring this out for you. And today is the day to take advantage and see what a detox, the cleansing detox, can do for you. And this is not just for the downstairs area when we talk about the abdominal and the bowels and the detox. Because I think, let's be honest, people's mind, detox, run to the bathroom, okay? Yes. Absolutely not. So let's just pretend, that doesn't even exist. This is detoxing lungs, liver, body, intestines. This is head to toe cleansing of the body. Dr. Janine Bowering joined me. Always a pleasure.
Oh, great to be here,
Supplement
Wendy.
queen,
yes.
And the queen herself is right here who brings them to us.
Yes, and so excited about today's showstopper. I mean, this is something we all need to be doing, and doing it frequently and regularly. So at the change of each season is the best time that our body actually supports doing a detox in the first place. Think about spring. Usually people start to feel, when the weather starts to change here in Canada, we start to feel like, yeah, you know, the layers are coming off. Let's do something to clean house, to clean on the inside. And the unfortunate thing is, because we don't see our internal organs, we don't necessarily always think about the fact that we have to clean them out, just like we clean out our fridge, just like we change the oil in our car. You know, these are regular things that we need to do. But in terms of disease prevention and feeling good and getting rid of that, you know, that little pooch and losing that extra weight, I mean, this is just 5 pounds of fat fat. And imagine that you're holding on to more than just 5 pounds of fat. Your body actually holds on to excess fat and water to protect you, to protect your organs, because the fat-soluble toxins go into that fat. And guess what? When you get rid of those toxins and you start, you know, to have a better liver function, better kidney function, better skin function, what happens is that the body no longer needs this excess weight to protect you, and it magically starts to disappear. And that's the beauty of the Vita Detox. One of the first side effects that people notice is it does work like a gentle diuretic, meaning like a water pill, but it's natural. So if you're holding on to that excess sort of water weight, that starts to flush out. You may be urinating a little bit more in the first couple of days that you're taking it. So make sure you're drinking enough water. You want to be flushing those toxins through. But that side effect of that nice flat tummy is one of those best things that comes when you're taking the Vita Detox.
That's not a bad side effect.
No, it's not bad at all.
Let's talk about the obvious. Let's talk about what would make you run from one of these, literally. It's not going to give us the runs.
No.
I just want to call the elephant out in the room, because I think that's probably the #1 reason why, you know, we would not want to take a detox.
Yeah, and people are misinformed, or maybe you've experienced the other detoxes and cleanses out there. Certainly there are a lot of them. And of course, when I formulated the Vita Detox, that was top of my list of priorities, to make something very gentle on our body, yet harsh on the toxins. Let's get those toxins out, but I needed it to be gentle. You know, at the time prescribing it for my patients, when I was using conventional detoxes and cleanses, we would always have to start it on a Friday, not knowing how the body would react, and knowing full well that, you know, that side effect of having to run to the washroom, not feeling well, headachy, and, you know, nauseous for some people when it's a liver concern. So you don't have to worry about any of that with the Vita Detox, and that's the beauty of it. You can start it any day of the week, and it's just 2 capsules twice a day. So you're going to do your 60-day supply, so 1 bottle after the other, back to back. Then you're going to take a 1-month break, and then we're going into the next season. So ideally you're getting the auto delivery so that your next shipment is coming at the change of the next season, and that's when you start it again.
Okay, so we take 2 in the morning and that's it?
Yes.
Done.
And then
Don't
2
even have to
later
think
in the
about it.
day.
And if you're someone that goes a little bit too often to the bathroom, if you've got the opposite effect, this is actually going to help rein that in and
Yes.
regulate you out. So either way, it's going to give us that homeostatic state. Now, can you explain to us a little bit about A, ingredients, and B, how the detox is effective for our entire body, which is such a solution driver?
Yeah, so if we take a look maybe at some of the ingredients in the formulation, this is a full body detox. So it's working on all of the organ systems, not just the colon, not just the liver. So the chlorella helps with heavy metal toxins, helps to decrease dioxins, which we usually get from, you know, non-vegetarian foods like meat and dairy and fats. Dandelion root for the liver, also a gallbladder detox, so helps with the gallbladder function. Milk thistle helps to regenerate healthy liver and kidney cells, and that is so important. Plus also detoxifies those organs. Parsley for the kidneys, burdock for the blood. Cascara is very gentle for the digestive tract, so if you are constipated, it will gently get things moving for you. Horsetail for the kidneys, bearberry as well, contains arbutin, and this is actually an antiseptic that, as it passes through, so as you're taking the Vita Detox and it's passing through the urinary system, it actually helps to work like a natural antiseptic. So if you're prone to chronic infections, urinary tract infections, fantastic. Kidney stones, fantastic. I mean, these are...
Even if you currently have them.
Yes, because, you know, there's pretty invasive procedures for treating kidney stones, and trust me, you don't want to go through a kidney stone. You know, anybody who suffered through that, you know the excruciating pain, and men will say it's, you know, and we'll liken it to childbirth.
My girlfriend's husband, she was 9 months pregnant, and he called her at the office and was hospitalized. And that's what they said in the doctor's office. They're like, well, it's like he's going through labor.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't want that for anyone. Trust me, after having 4 babies, we don't want that for anyone.
Men or women alike. So this is a proactive approach, as I'm hearing, but also can help if the problem is arising, if the problem is there. And that's why it's... So let's talk about the toxicity that builds up, the symptoms that we can expect, that we're that literally we Chalk up to normal.
Right, so whether it is the headaches, so you're getting chronic headaches, it could be migraine headaches, tension headaches that start at the back of the neck and work their way up, that's a telltale sign that you have developed that toxicity in the internal organs. Usually that's a liver concern and a bowel concern. The more constipated you are, the more headaches you may have. This can be because of medication. So I know, you know, if you're questioning, I'm not sure I'm taking a medication for X, Y, and Z, you can still take the detox, and all the more reason to take the detox. And, you know, because anybody on a medication, medications need to be cleared by the liver and the kidneys, and those are the first organs that will start to display symptoms. You know, in terms of the side effects of any meds, it's usually because of those two organs. So you need the Vita Detox. You don't take it at the same time, so we spread it out at least an hour away from taking your meds, but very, very imperative for your overall health. We want to protect your cells. We want to protect your internal organs. This is helping on so many fronts. So, you know, the benefits of taking the Vita Detox include detoxification of all the internal organs. So that's really important. Think of the value of that alone. It is a kidney cleanse, a liver cleanse, a lung cleanse, digestion, as well as skin, lymphatic system, and the blood. You have to cleanse the blood because that's where the toxins are flowing through. Gentle yet very effective. Vegetarian capsules helps with those heavy metals like aluminum, like mercury that we're all exposed to. Helps with skin rejuvenation. So if you're, you know, wondering about the beauty benefits of the Vita Detox, absolutely a mainstay in one of the things that I do, you know, to keep my skin as good as it is for as long as I can. The weight loss programs as well, because again, your body now doesn't have to hold on to that excess fat and water to dilute those toxins once you get rid of the toxins.
Yeah. One time a year. Once a year, we bring this out for you, $45 savings, or almost about a $46 savings. And this is a 60-day supply that you are getting, so you're taking 2 every single day. Auto delivery is up there. And what auto delivery does, it allows you to get this every 60 days because you want to take that 1 month off in between. So I think it's going to be, what, 90 days it shows up? Because it wants you to take that 1 month off and then start again. So should we continue to do this
once every season, so 4 times a year ideally is how you're doing it. Now some people like to take it every day, all the time, and that's okay as well. We may adjust the dosage a little bit, but always call us. The number is on every VitaTree product. When you get your bottles home, into our VitaTree experts, we're here to help you, because I know if you have questions as to, you know, I'm taking a medication or I'm not sure with the condition that I'm going through, sometimes we'll adjust the dosage very specific to you as well. So take advantage of that. I mean, the fact is, you know, we offer that to you as a free service to help you on your health journey. We don't want, you know, just to give you something and say, okay, you're on your own.
Well, your picture's on every bottle. That phone number's there. And do we have someone in our customer care representative today?
Angelina's here. Maria will be here a little bit later. So yeah, so take advantage of the fact that they're here today to answer your questions. Okay, so detox. So when we're doing conventional detoxes, yes, we are stirring up those toxins, and these little balls represent our toxins. And what other detoxes do, especially if it's just a colon cleanse or just a liver cleanse, is shifting toxins from one toxic organ to another. So that's why people don't feel so great when they're doing other cleanses. That's why it can be a bit harsh, on the digestive tract. And it's actually a little bit dangerous, because if you're shifting toxins, let's say from the liver, now you're asking your colon, your kidneys to deal with these toxins, and yet your colon and kidneys are not functioning well. This can actually be more dangerous than not doing the detox at all.
So this is why you've seen serious side effects in the past, or many people, if your fear of a side effect is there.
That's the thing, and what makes the Vita Detox so different, because it's working on all of the organs, plus the blood, plus the lymphatic system, now is because it's working as a filter for all of those organs. This is where you get that difference, and that's why you don't have those detox, you know, reaction types of symptoms when you're doing the Vita Detox. This is where you get the clarity. This is where you get the better digestion, the flat tummy, because now we've essentially filtered out all of the toxins from all of the organs at once, plus the blood and the lymph, plus the heavy metals. So one of the things in the formulation which we didn't talk about is there's a small amount of the Vita fruits and Vita veggies in the Vita Detox.
Oh.
And the reason for that is to quench those free radicals, to minimize any negative side effects of doing detoxing in the first place, and that's what makes it remarkable. So
this is such a solution driven. So amazing too when you think about the benefits. We actually reached out to probably almost, I think we were trying to reach out to 186 of you contacted us back to let us know, you know, was this successful for you? We want to know from you. Did you know that 96% of you, or it's actually, sorry, 93.6% of you, so over 90% of you, had a high success rate. You felt that instantaneous difference. Within 3 to 5 days, you no longer are going to be spending money at the vending machines to get you through that, you know, midday slug crunch, that, oh, my back and my neck is just hurting, it's tension, I got a headache, just give me a coffee, give me a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
It's true, and many of us fall subject into that. So you got to think about what you're spending here, right? It's $1 a day. It's maybe a little bit more than $1 a day for health, to feel different, to try for the very first time in your life a detox that's not going to make you run to the bathroom. It doesn't matter if you're a public speaker or if we're on TV like we are.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody, we're here for 3 hours on air, you know, we got to be worried about what's happening.
Of course.
But every single one of us in this building has had the confidence to be able to take this and to come out here, because you know what? It makes a difference with how our bodies work. Your body functions better when it gets rid of the toxicity. Because as we're talking about the pronation too, that trickle effect, when one organ is overworking,
Yes.
what happens?
Well, this is the thing, and this is when your body starts to have those red flag symptoms, whether it is the headaches, maybe it's the skin eruptions, and you know, the eczema, the psoriasis, chronic infections, you're getting sick all of the time. You know, it could be bronchitis, it could be the chest infections, the ear infections, it could be, you know, chronic yeast infections. That's toxicity again. Yes, we have to talk about candida and killing the parasites, but parasites give off toxins as well. So that's why, you know, it's important to, yes, get rid of the bugs, but we have to deal with that toxicity as well. So let's get those toxins out. Let's, you know, if we're holding on to that extra, this is just 5 pounds of fat, but if we're holding on to more than even just 5 pounds, when we get rid of those toxins, then the body no longer needs to hold on to this excess fat as well as water to dilute the toxins. And that's one of the beauties of taking the Vita Detox. It's part of that full spectrum way of treating the body, because overweight is actually a symptom. It's, people say, oh, you know, I eat too much, or I don't exercise enough.
That time of life, or that whatever.
Hormonal whatever, but toxicity is a huge problem. So let's get those toxins out. Let's give your organs a chance to do what they're supposed to do.
And like you said, the bloating, it's like a mild, you know, natural diuretic. So it's crazy. Every single one of us could probably put our hand up and say, oh, I feel that. Or right over say, I have that.
Yes.
You know, well, this is why, you know. Have you ever done a detox? How many of us have actually ever done one? Well, that's why we bring this in once a year, and why we bring you the best of the best. We bring you something that is not full of fillers, that is a whole food supplement, that is completely natural, that is comforting for your stomach. Within 3 to 5 days, feel that sort of weightless feeling, literally, you know, the feeling where you don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders, the hamster wheel of stress going on, because it is going to start to balance, and your body's going to start working back in balance. And that is why we have this available for you on that auto delivery as well. 603-657 is your one time. Maybe you want to try this just that one time. But I really suggest getting on that auto delivery. You know why? Because it locks in that sale price for you. And before we finish up, we've got 30 seconds. I have a question for the doctor.
Yes.
What about our kids? Because it's not just adults.
Yes, so this is designed for adults, but certainly we've used it with children who are able to, you know, we adjust the dosage, because toxicity happens right from birth, unfortunately. So, you know, if mom didn't detox a lot before getting pregnant, then your first baby is always your most toxic, because it's like a sponge to suck all those toxins from mom. So I've certainly gone through this with my children. So yeah, detox is definitely a part of, you know, what I do with my teenagers, absolutely. And the younger ones, you know, at different times they go through different things. Yeah, absolutely. So you can mix this into shakes and things for the kids if they have difficulty swallowing the capsules, but always call us and ask us, because we're here to guide you.
Well, Angelina's in the head office upstairs in our call center to answer all of your questions. Don't forget, on the back of every single one of the bottles as well is a phone number for you to call in to ask and talk. And I'm asking because my nephew, he's 14, 15 years old. He's sleeping 4 or 5 hours a day. He's a little bit overweight now. We're concerned about him. We're thinking about these things. I'm thinking maybe a detox is a solution for him.
Absolutely. It's sort of like the mainstay, the first thing that I do, you know, when I was seeing patients, it was the first thing that I did with
before
everyone.
You went anywhere, because you want to just clean out what's going on.
Exactly. You want to start with a clean slate. So you got to get the toxins out.
Part of the pun of that. Start out with that exactly. We got a full hour coming up at 2 o'clock, so get your hands ready on your phones because we want to hear from you. And I know Dr. Jean Bauer would love to answer any questions or hear your love of Vitatrue Nutritionals as a whole. But TSC.ca, the entire collection is available for you. Lots and lots available on auto delivery for you to take advantage of. So.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Love, love, love you. So we will be back at 2 o'clock, but come on over with me to the kitchen, actually. We're going to see what is cooking in the kitchen. Well, more than what's cooking in the kitchen, we've got Temptations back in the house today. By popular demand, the full piece set here. This is 24 pieces. This is a place setting of 8 available for you, and it is customized. It is actually by customer demand, the specific pieces available for you in this entire kit or setup. Casey Savage joining me, of course. Miss Temptation, I'm going to call you the in-the-house specialist. You're the kitchen specialist available for us. You can see the colors. We have Old World. We also have floral lace available for you. Ooh, just slipping around in the kitchen here in every color. And more than just the dinnerware, we also have some great napkins and your shakers and all that kind of fun stuff, all the little accessories. But it's a blockbuster price point today. It's $159 for easy pays in your choice of color or design.
Exactly.
Hello, lovely.
It's so good to be here. How are you?
You too.
Now, I know that for so many of you, we put a lot of effort into cooking the food, and I see your great pictures, Wendy, that you post on Facebook.
You know, I don't have to say it.
With your Temptations. I know you love Temptations, but for so many of us, we put all this effort into the cooking, into the prep, into the groceries, into setting the table, and then you go to serve your food, and especially if you're having company over, it's, ooh, I only have 4 of these plates, and I only have 2 of those, and this one broke 10 years ago, so now I'm using a paper plate for myself at the head of the table. It is so nice to have a cohesive look on your table, especially if you're a Temptations collector, because now you can build on your favorite color, your favorite pattern, and with the addition of this, you said it, customer requested, incredibly popular Temptations 24-piece dinnerware set. This is service for 8. And you know what we got rid of? You know Dr. Janine Bowering, she talks about how her Vitatrue has no filler. These have absolutely no filler when it comes to the fact that you're not getting saucers and cups, because mugs and saucers are what so many of us don't need any more of. In fact, we're bursting at the seams with saucers and mugs, but we do need bowls, we need side plates, and we need dinner plates. And this set gives you 8 of each. So now you're looking at those gorgeous colors, from the red in the Old World to the green, the black, beautiful dichotomy of that cream and black, and then that Mediterranean blue and cream, moving into the floral lace. It's all about that really beautiful cranberry, the green. The beading along the floral lace is gorgeous. The black and the blue scalloped edges. I'm going to take you on an up-close personal tour of this dinnerware. You collect the black and white, do you not?
I do.
In the floral lace?
I collect floral lace in the black, but I have a few pieces in the red. I do like to do the red or the cranberry.
You know what? The cranberry, from what I was told in the first show, is actually the most popular and selling the quickest. So that's interesting, because typically green is Canada's favorite color when it comes to Temptations. So I think
it's our 150.
I know.
Right?
I think that's why we're moving to the reds, because Canada's birthday. We're all feeling extra patriotic. So let's start off with the side plate, because I really want you to see all the details. If you've picked up on Temptation pieces before, you're saying, wait a minute, but are these ovens safe to 500 degrees? Yes, they are. Are they microwave safe? Yes, they are. Dishwasher safe, of course. Durable. Easy to clean because they're naturally non-stick. So even though we're looking at a plate that you might think of putting toast and peanut butter on in the morning, you could actually put a puff pastry on here, caramelized apples, fig, pop it into the oven and bake up to 500 degrees directly on this plate. And you know it's naturally non-stick and easy to clean. I don't even have to tell you, Wendy.
You don't have to
already
sell me
know
on it, because I know.
You are already sold on this. So you can see the beautiful scalloped edging around this plate. So I know we're calling it a salad plate, but it's a side plate, a lunch plate, an anything plate for breakfast, lunch, supper, and everything in between. So here's the plate, and then let's take a peek at our beautiful bowl. Hand painted. Think about that. I mean, you're probably looking at this entire set thinking, okay, so these most likely go through a machine that blasts on that pattern. Nope. hand painted with one paintbrush, one stroke at a time. You get this beautiful pattern. So here you're looking at the bowl. Great for cereal. What do you use your bowls for?
It reminds me, well, yesterday actually for Mother's Day, I did a Mother's Day brunch and I served fruit salads
Yum.
in them.
Yeah, you can do absolutely anything, and because they're oven safe, same as the plates, same as any Temptations piece to 500 degrees, you could make, you know, a hot soup in here, a French onion soup, a personalized baked macaroni and cheese, or maybe it's just leftovers from last night's baker that you pop into here, stick it in the refrigerator, and in the morning, throw it in the microwave. Yeah. So even though, don't be fooled, they look gorgeous and delicate, they are durable and rugged and made for every day.
They are life-proof. They are life-proof.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you throw at them or what you throw in them.
They can handle it.
But even think about, maybe you want to save yourself time and prep little ice creams and put them all in the freezer and serve them later. It doesn't matter if it's the freezer, the fridge, the microwave, the oven. It is safe across the board. And that's what we need. We need dishes that are actually functional for our
real life. Yeah. You know, I remember as a kid, and I'm sure you all remember as a kid, there were always those dishes, those plates, when you'd go over to a relative's house that you would go near and someone would bark at you to go away.
Around them.
Yeah. Don't touch. Don't touch the table.
Don't even look at it.
Don't touch the plates. Be careful. You never have to yell, don't touch, don't go near, or be careful around Temptations. These are for families. They're for real life. They're for your family. They're for Wendy's and mine, and all those special moments that you are planning, whether it be today, tonight, or 6 months from now. These are not put them away and look at them and wait for a special occasion dinnerware pieces. They are, today is the special occasion, so use them today. And if you're looking for that punch of color to your table, I can show you what we've done. We've set up just a really simple plain harvest table. We've added our green old world set to the tables. Just service for 4, and it's great that you can store away the other 4, but I want you to see how gorgeous that table looks. So I'm just going to scoot on over there for 1 sec, and then I want to show you something.
So I want to remind everybody, you are getting 3 individual pieces and 8 of each.
That's right.
Without the fillers, without the little saucer and the mugs. We're just giving you the pieces
what you want.
need.
We're giving you what you want. Now here's the deal. Because this is such an incredible value, considering you're getting 24 pieces of stoneware, hand-painted stoneware, if you are ever thinking to yourself, well, at Christmas I have 12 people over, double up on this set. Have service for 16 because it's always safe to have and to store away if you don't need it all. But I want to show you how you can mix and match. So now I'm mixing the black with the green. You can see how nice that is, how pretty that is. Let me just grab a red in the floral lace, or even a green in the floral lace.
So this is your old world.
That's the old world in the black.
Just to let you know, beautiful hand-painted dies. The floral lace, I think the juxtaposition between the two designs is absolutely stunning.
So here I've mixed in the floral lace, and you see how pretty that is. It's the floral lace in the green, mixed in with the old world in the green. So if you're torn between patterns, mix and match and have fun. And I think that's kind of the style and entertaining secret when you watch all of those home renovation, home flip, home decor shows, is layers and pattern add interest, right? When something's too flat, too monochromatic, and I know we've all fallen into that, let's just do everything in white because it's safe. It's so much more interesting visually when you add in some patterns. So even if you have some basics that are cream or green, think about layering on some of these Temptations pieces because they're traditional. And the best advice I was ever given after I got married was from my stepmom. She said, you know, dear, you might think that you want only modern and contemporary pieces now, but I would bet that as you get older, you'll always come back to traditional, and it's so true. So if you know anyone getting married this summer, think about treating them to even service for 16 and picking up on some of these Temptations patterns because they really do work with any decor.
Well, look at that affordable price point.
Yeah.
We know the love of Temptations, exclusively only available here at TSC as well. Today's shopping choice, we have it for you in every single thing. So not just what we're bringing to air, you can get so much more at tsc.ca and online. But what we're looking at right now is by popular demand. This is by customer request. First of all, you requested dinnerware. So we brought it to you. Then you requested, I don't want the mugs because I know I can get that separately. I can do something else. So we listened and we put an exclusive set together for you. This is 24 pieces. This is 3 individual pieces. So you've got your salad serving, whatever biscotti plate. You've got your bowls here that you can do whatever from fruit to ice creams to everything that you'd like. You've got your 2 designs, your old world. You've got your floral lace to choose from. Casey just walked away. Floral lace is right over here. I know. I'll just show the 2. And then, of course, colors available. So this is your floral lace. You can see the patterns are brought from front to back. This is Temptations, right? Do we know that famous sort of chef company that talks about their stoneware?
Oh, yes. You always use this example.
Because that is where it sort of blew my mind.
Yeah.
Because I bought into that and I thought, oh God, this is so great. But I spent $100 on one piece.
Yeah, one baker probably.
One baker.
And was it beige?
One color that, you know, I had to cure, that I had to take the time to work on. This is ready. This is non-stick. This is life-friendly, whether it's the dishwasher, the freezer, the oven, the stove. Maybe you want to pre-make all of those plates. Maybe you want a malted lava baked dessert in the bowls. Put those in the oven, pull them out a surprise. But look at the hand-painted, beautiful custom designs you get here for $159. It's totally ridiculous.
It honestly totally makes a room. If you've got just, you know, a neutral palette to start with, or if you have something opulent, these will be fantastic for you. I just wanted to start over here with colors. So we're only showing you one place setting, but you're getting service for 8. So don't forget about that. You're getting 8 of the bowls, 8 of those salad plates, 8 of the dinner plates. So let's start in the cranberry. Beautiful pop of color, and I know that's been selling the quickest here today. Green globally, Temptations are offered in 6 countries, exclusive in Canada to TSC, but in all those 6 countries, green is the most popular color. Over here we have the black. If you have an opulent dining room, gold, chandeliers, burgundy walls, deep rich ruby tones, then why not pick up on that gorgeous black or the cranberry? Wait until I get to floral lace. And then you're looking at the blue in the old world. Next to that, floral lace. See how pretty that is? If you've got almost a really sophisticated dining room with velvet curtains, I can see that looking beautifully. But also, if you have a very neutral, light room, cream-colored walls, wide plank pine floors, I think that would look spectacular as well. There's the green, the black, and then at the far end is that deep, rich, bottom of the ocean blue that is just so gorgeous.
So regal.
Oh, it looks so great. And can you believe every single piece is hand painted? I mean, to hold it in your hands, you hold 2 bowls in your hands, you look at them and no 2 are exactly alike. And I think that's what really and truly makes Temptations so irresistible, is the fact that each one is unique, handcrafted for you, and best of all, durable, made for real life, oven safe to 500 degrees, dishwasher safe as well. And you can layer up those pieces just like so, or you can use them all separately if you want to. You can use them all at once, or you can save them for a special occasion. But really, truly, Temptations dinnerware is made to be used every single day because it's easy to clean. Naturally non-stick ceramic.
So whether it's in the sink or in the dishwasher, it doesn't, or whoever your dishwasher is. I think these are very aesthetically pleasing because when we're talking about houses and you're talking about putting houses up for sale, there's 2 things they do. A lot of times they preset the table or do a little breakfast setting.
They do.
Or like we have going on here, which I noticed we've renovated, is they have the open concept to the kitchen and the cupboards. They're taking the doors off and you have this open, so you see right in. Look at the beauty of what you will see in these dishes. And remember, you are getting a full service setting of 8 here. So 8 bowls, 8 salad plates, and 8 dinner plates. How beautiful does this look in your cabinet or buffet hutch?
Here's the #1 comment I pick up on when I check out tsc.ca and I go through your reviews, because I do check out all your reviews so I can answer any questions you might have. But one of the most often seen questions or often read comments that I notice is you'll say, okay, I am really surprised because they looked great on TV, but when I got them at home, they actually looked even better. And it's so true to get it up close in your hands, to feel the quality, to look up close at the detail on that scalloped edging, to feel the detail in a Temptation plate, the weightiness to it, the fact that that ceramic stoneware is naturally non-stick, to look up close at the hand painting of every single brush stroke, all the details is really impressive. And then to think that you got 24 pieces. 24 pieces. And I would honestly, I don't think anyone has ever regretted picking up on too much dinnerware. I've never heard anybody say,
I think it's fantastic.
I wish I hadn't picked up on so much.
Service for 8.
Yeah.
Very rare do you hear that. Usually you have to double up to get a service of 8.
Yeah, or usually it's service for 4. Which is kind of an odd number, and then you double up to get, you're right, the service for 8. Sometimes it's service for 6, but I love that the Temptations team said, you know what? Out with the mugs, out with the saucers, because what people really want most of all are more dinner plates, more side plates, and those bowls are just so useful. Stack them up in those open, whether you have the chicken wire or the glass cabinetry in your kitchen, and show them off. Those are your cereal bowls, it's your ice cream bowls, it's your mac and cheese, it's your nacho platter on the plate.
It's your everyday.
It's your everyday.
It looks like it's a special occasion.
Yeah, and it really does dress up a room. If you're a Temptations lover, oh, I love that overhead shot that I'm looking at.
Oh, it looks like, I like that too.
Oh, look how much. You're getting all
You're getting
this,
a whole row.
This entire row, if you love the Old World black, this entire row, if you love the Old World in the red or the blue. Here's that floral lace. And you can see, you know why I love this top? This aerial view, because you can see with the floral lace that the plate is dark inside and out, both sides. You've got the dark right there. And then with the bowl, you're looking at the inverse pattern. So you see how it's nice and light and open, but when we get back to the dinner plate, it's back to dark again. This to me is, no wonder you love it. No wonder this is your pattern.
That is your dinner plate right there. That is just sexy. I mean, it is nice looking. Right?
You don't even need food on it.
You don't even need food on it.
Just invite people over and just serve them nothing. Serve them nothing. Just let them marvel at how gorgeous your dinnerware looks.
But knowing that this is your dinner plate, we know that because it is so beautiful, because it is so aesthetically pleasing, it doubles and triples as those serving plates. It is that extra cheese and cracker plate. It's, oh, I need an extra plate. And then you kind of look in the cupboard and you're like, I don't really want to use my dinner plate for that. Well, yeah, you do. And yes, you can. And you know what? It can go in the oven. And you can bake a little personalized pizza on it. And you can put it into the freezer. And you can put it into the microwave. And you can do absolutely everything that you want to do with it and eat on it every day and marvel in its beauty.
And guaranteed compliments. Yeah. When was the last time someone complimented you on your white plate?
I got a few family members I've turned into Temptation addicts. I'll tell you, every time I turn it on, they're like,
once you start, you honestly can't stop.
And it's only here.
Oh, and wait until you see what we have coming up in terms of cute factor. You're going to love it.
Okay, so our blockbuster, again, as a reminder, that is 24 full pieces. That is 3 individual pieces. It is the bowl, it is the salad plate, and the dinner plate that you get 8 of each. There's no filler, there's nothing in the middle, there's no fluff to make you feel like you're getting more. You just are getting what you've requested in your specific design and color on 4 easy pays and at a fabulous blockbuster price. But we want to complete it, right? A lot of you have been asking as well for the completer sets. You want the gravy boat, you want the salt and pepper shakers, and I know we're calling this a napkin holder, but it's kind of like a little brownie baker as well. It still functions as a baker.
Well, the little napkin holder is coming up in just a sec. It's not
I'm staring at it right now.
Don't get too excited.
And the butter dish.
It's adorable. They're all adorable. So with the Temptations completer set, you get the butter dish, you get the gravy boat, and that gravy boat can be used as a creamer as well. Let's say you're having coffee station. Maybe the little salt and pepper shakers are now cinnamon and nutmeg.
Oh, stop it.
If you're having brunch, isn't that fun?
Going over to her house.
I know, cinnamon, nutmeg instead of salt and pepper. So whatever your favorite color is, whatever your favorite pattern is, imagine being able to complete that look with little salt and pepper shakers. Love the fact that all the way around, these are hand painted in that beautiful old world pattern that you're looking at right here. Isn't that cute? Look at
what they kind of look like? You know the like little China doll thing?
They do.
The little stacking dolls are like a Russian egg.
Dolls. They're so cute. And then here we've got the gravy boat. It's just perfect. How many times, whether it's not gravy, maybe it's hot cheese, maybe it's a condiment, maybe it's a sauce, maybe you're drizzling on a raspberry coulis onto a slice of cheesecake. It doesn't matter what The reason, if it is saucy, it can go in here. But we're always scrambling, right, making do, like using a glass measuring cup for our gravy because you can't find a gravy boat. And doesn't it always dishearten you when you get the table looking 90% of the way there and then you just happen to be missing those key pieces? Like, sorry, I'm using a plastic measuring cup for the gravy. I don't have a gravy boat. So this is a perfect, if you're picking up on any Temptations pieces for a gift, this is the perfect add-on gift. And of course, the butter dish. So I know where we live here in Ontario, butter comes in different formats all across the country, but you can get a pound of butter. This will not fit an entire pound of butter. You'd have to cut it in half. So half a pound of butter, maybe 2 sticks of butter as well, vertically, if you purchase your butter in sticks. But it's great for butter. I was saying you could even make a little tower of sugar cubes in here if you're using the gravy boat as your creamer and the salt and pepper for your nutmeg and cinnamon, or whatever your favorite seasoning is. Go ahead and put it in there. So 3 holes on the top for the pepper, 2 holes on the top for the salt, or depending on how much salt you like, maybe you want to make it the one that has the 3 holes on the top. But we don't have a color for everyone, unfortunately. In Floral Lace, we only have green. And the Floral Lace, in Old World, we have blue, cranberry, and the black. Isn't the black just stand out?
Yeah.
So beautiful,
So
so
nice.
gorgeous. And of course, we have the green as well.
So funny, my sister-in-law, because she was over yesterday, always my Temptations are out for brunches, breakfast.
Yeah,
dinners.
you do a lot of the hosting.
I do all the hosting.
Oh, you do all the hosting.
You and I are the same.
I
that
love
way.
it. I do love it.
We love it. I watch her. Follow her on Facebook too, because she got lots of good ideas there. And that's what she asked me. She's like, "Is there a butter dish in the Temptations?" She's asking me yesterday, and I'm like, "I don't know. Let me double check."
Here it is, the butter dish.
So
with
the butter
gravy
dish.
boat.
It is all available. And I love the multi-use idea, whether you're drizzling a hot chocolate, whether, you know, it's a caramel, fantastic sauce, whether it is the gravy, you know, maybe it is just the melted butter on here, and then you've got the more solidified butter in there. You can have 100 uses, but why not have the completion? You know, why not have the continuity to the entire look? $29.99. I mean, it's crazy
So
affordable,
good,
isn't it?
But here's what I would say at this price, because if you're serving more than 4 people at a dining room table, I know at Christmas we had 22 people at our dining room table. It was really added on all those.
You need more
defects.
than one.
You need more than one, because there's nothing worse than where's the gravy, and pass it all around. This way, what's fantastic is if you pick up on 2 sets, a gravy boat for each end of the table.
There you go. And a little bit of the butter tray and the salt and pepper shaker. I love Casey's idea too. Maybe it's a sweets moment that you're having, and you put a little bit of the cinnamon, and you put a little bit of
hot maple syrup. You can put this in the oven. Oven safe to 500
Canadian
degrees. On your pancakes in the morning or your French toast.
I like the cinnamon idea in the shaker. That's a weight loss secret, is cinnamon in your coffee helps to get over the sugar, so that if you're trying to cut that out, little hints for you, but all with Temptations, all handmade, all fantastically available for you too. That's the exact bowl set I used for my fruit bowls yesterday.
The
right
scalloped
there,
edges?
that is on available for you in the Old World and the Floral Lace, coming with, I mean, it's always more. When it comes to Temptations, it's like, and you get. And you get.
And you can do so much with them. I mean, I know Renee has an entire...
She's like a
pantry
dedicated.
Yeah, one of her children, I think, is bedroomless because all the Temptations are in one of her
Once you start,
rooms.
that's the only thing I'm warning you is an addiction will start.
Can't stop.
Temptations.
Healthy addiction, though. I can think of far worse things than collecting Temptations. This is so great, Wendy. This would have been perfect at your brunch if you don't already have this. The wire cake pedestal.
I've never seen this.
You haven't seen? Okay, wait until this will blow your mind, because it's not a choice of color. It's just a choice of pattern. You're getting all 4 trivets.
No way.
Yes, you get all 4 trivets.
Oh, that's awesome.
The black, the red, the blue, and the green, with your cake pedestal. So
that is awesome.
It's just all you have to choose between is, do you like the Old World or do you like the Floral Lace? And then let the magic of the warehouse do the rest and send you all 4.
That must have been a customer request, because...
Yes, well, because you know what? We wanted to give you extra value. So let's say you are fancying, for example, the old world. You'll get the red, the blue, the green, and the black, and you can use them all interchangeably. So not only does it act as the base for that cake stand, but you can also use them separately, as we've done here, for appetizers, charcuterie boards. You could wrap up your forks and knives in some napkins. We'll talk about the napkin holder in a bit, and you can set it all up. Over here on the table, if we can just do a little walk and talk, walking and talking. Over on the table, look at this multi-layer cake we made with our Temptations cake pans yesterday. Chocolate vanilla, chocolate vanilla. Ooh, so good.
It smells good too.
But doesn't it look amazing lifted up, hoisted up?
Present. Well, what? Okay, let's be honest. What? Oh, I do.
Let's go over
Let's
here.
just
look at my idea. Set those up.
What is all the rage right now is when you go to people's houses and they're having like baby showers, because it's celebrations day, little candy bars and little cupcake stations and different, you talk about different textures, but it's different levels people decorate into. This gives you
You're right.
the DIY decorator.
Exactly. It's all about that kind of condo decorating vertically instead of everything being the urban sprawl of dining where everything's spread out. Here you're raising things up off the table. Maybe you've got some snacks underneath. You've got, you know, your other trivets that you're using for appetizers and foods and serving. And of course you can use them. Excuse me. Are these flowers real? What is happening here? I have an allergy to faux flowers. It's a world first. How incredible.
Oh, okay, so the cake, just as a reminder, you're getting a
gosh.
cake pedestal, most of which cake pedestals can be used reversed as well. Put a cute little vase on the upside down of it. Use it as its pedestal, but all you're choosing is between the old world or the floral lace, because you're getting every color in those trivets as well, so they can be used more than one way. Now, I promised you there was a napkin holder coming up. How cute is this?
Oh my gosh.
How cute.
I might need one of those napkins, given that in 15 years at TSC, I just had my first on-air sneeze due to faux flowers. Okay, so this is fantastic because you know what it's like when you're dining al fresco. The napkins blowing all over the barbecue, all over the backyard, all over the picnic spot, and you're trying to wrangle them in. I have never seen anything more adorable, except for maybe the Temptations measuring cups that are available at tsc.ca, than this napkin holder that also doubles as a baker. So you can use the napkin holder, as is the case with all Temptations pieces. You can use that napkin holder, isn't that so cute, to you know, bake some brownies in. Or maybe you want to do a little type of an egg strata in there when you're hosting one of your brunches, Wendy. Cranberry in the old world. We actually have every color available. Red, cranberry, black, green, and blue in the old world. Blue, green, red, black, and cranberry in the floral lace. And you get the little birdies that are the salt and pepper shakers. How adorable. Plus, they come with a little nest, and even the nest is oven safe to 500 degrees. So maybe you want to put, you know, a little dip in there.
A baked brie.
Ooh, a little baked brie with your little, and then you've got your little birdies on the side.
Yep.
This is your baker. So when we talk about the popularity of Temptations, this is why. Because every piece is, you know, not a one-trick pony. It does multiple jobs in your kitchen for you.
When we talk about clothing, a big part of investment in clothing is the cost per wear. Can I
Yeah.
use with a dress?
Exactly.
Beautiful sweater you have
Yes.
on. And this is exactly it, is that we can use these in more than one way, obviously for the function in which they hold, but at the same time, there's so much more we can do.
I said they're
out of
moms.
each.
Temptations are the moms of the kitchen because they're multitaskers, they're versatile, they're adorable,
These
right?
little guys are nesting. We need to name them.
They're so cute. Petey and Polly. There we go.
Sammy and Polly.
Inside the little nest. Perfect addition to your backyard barbecues this summer or your dining table any time of the year with
And
your
any Temptation
dinnerware.
lover out there as well, when you think about how affordable. Do not forget to add in that gravy
Completer
boat
set.
and the butter trivet, and as well as the salt and pepper shaker you have there. Wonderful opportunities to give yourself more than one use and keep the continuity of the display together, right? Because it's all about how with those finishing pieces. Thank you so much, Casey.
My pleasure.
We are going to continue on with decorating the table. So we've got the dinnerware. We've got the salt and pepper shaker. We've got the cake stand and the trivets. but I need the linens and Mira linens. This is the Vanilla Ice Woodlands tablecloth. We have every size under the sun available for you, so you'll see those graphics change slightly for you. And that is going from round to your 60 by 120, your 60 by 100, your 60 by 80, your 72. So every different size available for you, and it's affordable linen. So you will see that as the graphics change. There's your 60 by 84. Beautiful neutral, as Casey was just saying. Start with that wonderful neutral base, and this is where we have that vanilla, that woodlands, that beautiful vanilla ice, and then think about the blue, the navy blue floral lace, or you think about the green in the old world, and you pop it, you customize it with that beautiful color. But this is where you start, and this is affordable luxury linens, you know, servicing over all of the 5-star rated hotels and all that. Mira comes here exclusively for all of us, for you guys, to bring us fabulous linens at great prices. So remember, all sizes available, from your rectangle to your square to your round as well. So your specific table size is available for you. And there's more than just the Vanilla Ice Woodlands that we have available on our website, please, tsc.ca, to check out all of the Mirror linens and the colors. You know, we have great napkins, fabric, affordable fabric napkins. And this is quality fabric too. When you feel this, you think, wow, $26 for this? Absolutely. Wonderful price points too when you're thinking about wanting to add in and get yourself to $150 to get that free shipping. Well, the opportunity is right there for you. We also have the table runner that you're seeing right here available for you too, with the beautiful little detailed scalloped edging on the outside of it. It's almost like a great embroidery work done on the outside of it. And this is not an intrusive yellow. This is like a soft, buttery, that spring, that daffodil yellow. Brings that little bit of spray of sunshine into the room. One thing I think is really cool when I see designers styles now, instead of running the table runner down the center of the table and the chairs on each side, you get more than one table runner, and you run them 2 or 3 of them depending on how many chairs you have. It's such a cool looking style, and just add that extra little bit of color, because what is the color palette in houses now? It's the grays, the 50 shades of grays. Well, you can see, I think we're on the same path, aren't we? Got a little bit of the gray going, and you can see how that beautiful pop of yellow just brings that sunshine, brings that little bit of color that you want into the house. So beautiful table runner available for you from Mirror Linens in that spring pop of color with your detailed edging on the outside of it. 2 easy pays available, $26.95, reminding you of the Vanilla Ice Woodlands tablecloth, and available in a variety of sizes as well. Now I've got my linens, got my tableware. I need my utensils. I need my cutlery. I need something to eat with. And, you know, so important. I think it's one of the last things we honestly think about as we leave our homes and we start to just buy the cheap and cheerful. We take the hand-me-down eclectic mix. But remember, fine wine glasses are designed for beautiful fine wines, like a red wine glass and a white wine glass, and, you know, a whiskey sipper and, you know, a beer stein. They're developed, why? They're developed to make the food taste better. Well, cutlery works the exact same way. That 1810 steel, the way it's designed, the weight, the balance of it on your hand, it makes food taste better. And out of this visit price, only $129. Well, that just got better, didn't it, Lisa?
It certainly did. And when you see what you're getting for under $130, it is beautiful premium 1810 stainless steel. St. James Flatware has appointed the tables at many inaugural balls. I would say that both of these patterns too, one has a more classic feel to it, one's a little more contemporary, a little more modern. Go for what you love, because no matter which pattern you choose, you're getting incredible quality. You've got that chromium nickel blend that's going to give you brightness and shine, yet longevity. So years and years and years from now, it's going to look as beautiful, gracing your table for the most formal event to the most casual event. It really doesn't matter what you use it for. It will look as amazing years from now as it does right in front of Wendy and I here.
So I want everyone to know what they're getting, because this is,
huge value.
We always give more.
Yes.
Always we customize exclusive deals to give you more.
So now, whether you pick our hammered pattern or whether you pick our empire pattern, I'm going to show you the empire, and it is all laid out, and I really want you to see literally the volume of utensils that you're getting and what's so special about this. It is a full serving set for 8 people at your table. So you've got the dinner forks, the serrated dinner knives, you've got the dessert or the salad forks, your tablespoons, your teaspoons. What is so special about this are a couple of things. Look at all the serving pieces. These belong to the Empire set. So there are the 3 meat forks, the 3 serving spoons, the 3 slotted serving spoons, the sugar shell, and the butter knife. Now there's a beautiful mahogany chest in front of you, Wendy. That comes with as well. It holds 121 pieces of your flatware. It's
you mean
all
this like
together.
$70 chest right here?
Amazing, isn't it? All of it comes together.
I forgot the chest came with it.
Chest
so you just blew my mind.
She's looking at me.
Like, don't say that, because what if it's not true?
It's true.
$129. Did you hear that? Because how many times? What do we usually get, Lisa, with a completer set? We sort of get one of the closed spoon, 1 slotted spoon, and 1 meat fork.
Exactly, and they're always separate. Usually, you find them in those plastic bags with the little zipper seal. If you're not even thinking about yourself right now, Wendy and I have laughed about this a million times, saying we've both used the excuse in our home saying, well, I have eclectic taste, in order to kind of brush off the fact that things are running short in the cutlery drawer or they're a little bit mismatched. Maybe you're not that person. Maybe you're not thinking about yourself at all, and you're thinking about a wedding or showers coming up.
Yeah.
This is my whole thing. My daughter and I, my daughter's 12, we often get invited to bridal showers, wedding showers together. It's hard to afford multiple presents. How about using the full place setting for 8 people? The full dinner setting. Now, someone can give as a gift the entire hostess set of all these multiple serving pieces.
And you have the chest, though, because that's usually a separate gift.
That's right. Literally, it can be divided into 3 gifts that are so substantial. A bride would be waiting on a gift registry or some sort of wish list, getting 1 fork, 1 knife, 1 place setting at a time. Wouldn't you feel amazing to be able to gift somebody everything plus beautiful crafted mahogany storage?
Well, this is where your knives go, but I'm just showing you up here.
Yes.
So knives go in the back here. But you actually have the storage chest to go with that. You have an affordable solution in celebration season when, you know what, yes, our dollars have to go further.
Absolutely.
And we understand that here. That's why we're today's shopping choice. That is why we put these exclusive bundles together, because we understand we want our dollar to go further. So you are getting a full 8-piece setting here in your choice of the Empire or the Hammered, and we're going to get a little bit closer to that so you can see the 2 different choices. You're getting the chest, which, let's be honest, 90% of the time is sold separately.
Yes.
90% of the time, this chest is minimum. I've seen it $50 to about $75 here, depending on the company it's associated with.
Right.
That is flocked. That is beautiful dark chest wood. That is real wood right there.
That's mahogany.
That is
beautiful hardware finishes, and that softly flocked lining on the inside is a tarnish resistant lining. I've been known to take like sterling silver rings and things like that and just toss them in the bottom.
Oh, really?
I know I'm not going to wear them for a really long time. Think about the incredible value to divide out as a gift, or maybe you need to treat yourself. Maybe it's been a long time since everything matched, since everything had the heft, the quality, the balance, the elegance. Those 2 pattern choices really give us the ability to know that we are bringing you what suits you. This is the hammered pattern, and you can see it's very reminiscent of that big store that does a lot of iron and a lot of natural woods. It has kind of that relaxed feel to it. Look at the beautiful contrast of that linen finish with the hammered. The hammered pattern reminds me of river rocks. Just water
it's more
gently
like that
skimming
organic,
over. It's very
urban
organic
texture.
and natural feeling. And what I think is so beautiful, and I hope that you notice on your screen, is that the play of light and the play of color is incredible. Because when you look at the hammered cutlery, you can see that play of green coming off the Temptations. When it's dark, you can actually see the dark colors playing off the hammered pattern. It lends such life and such interest to your table, whether it's super formal or, look, roll this up in a paper napkin and put it outside for a backyard barbecue. You have enough to entertain in any situation imaginable.
We'll add to it, whether it's completing off, and remember, you are getting 3 of the meat forks, the serving forks. You are getting 3 of the slotted serving spoons, and then you are getting 3 of the solid serving spoons on top of the sugar spoon and your butter knife. So you're actually getting more out of that completer set that is usually sold separately. You're also getting at this visit price only. So you're $129. And you're talking about showers and weddings, the price of what you have to put in envelopes, the price of the gifts, it's gone up.
It's incredible. And I think that, you know, let's talk about expectations. When somebody wants something or they're lacking something, perhaps that new bride, or maybe there's a couple, or maybe someone who's an individual buying their first home, and you're thinking towards that. what? You would like to be fully appointed. You'd like to get rolling, entertaining. You'd like to get rolling, setting your table perfectly. Not wait and mix and match and wait for little pieces to dribble your way. Now it's such an affordable price. You've got the ability to gift someone or get for yourself 8 full place settings, the storage chest that goes along with it, which is mahogany with beautiful finished hardware to it, plus all of the serving pieces. Usually the serving pieces that are open stock in little gift sets, it's half of these pieces. Now you've got 3 of the forks,
You're like
3 of the spoons,
tripling up what we get.
Amazing.
And you're
Now
getting
let's do-
1810 stainless steel. You're getting impeccable quality of cutlery as well. So you can be proud and confident in it being a gift-giving option or for a personal use option.
Exactly. Now I just wanted to show you the difference really close up between them so that you can make your choice. The hammered is a little more flared, it's a little more substantial at the base. If you do like cutlery that has a bit of a wider handle, both are evenly balanced and you can tell that you're holding quality. These aren't the kind of pieces of flatware that are going to bend and torque underneath the pressure of mashing vegetables or scooping ice cream even with a teaspoon. Now the Empire, it is far more simple in its design. I love that sort of beveled strapping at the bottom. It reminds me of the handle of a sword.
Oh,
My dad used to have swords over his desk, crisscrossed over his desk in his office many years ago, and it makes me think of that leather binding at the end of a sword. So I don't know what it makes you think of, but either one that you love is an incredible value and an outstanding opportunity.
Oh, outstanding price point here. This visit only, 4 interest-free easy pays. I mean, $32.49. This is also wonderful too when we think about our gifting closet. I know we do not want to think about Christmas. I know. But it's 6 months, and maybe you got a teenager. Maybe you got, you know, someone who's like 21, 35 in your house, and you're thinking to yourself, put a bow on it. Say, hey, is that ship going to sail? You know what it's so right.
Anytime now.
But
I love how you give these casual hints.
But that's the idea, is that sometimes we want to give those little hints. Sometimes those are the reason that they're holding on to our homes, because they don't have what they need to get them started. They don't have the solutions to have that ship sail. And we have all of those solutions here at today's Shopping Choice at TSC.
Right.
We have it all. Because remember, today you are getting that mahogany chest. You are getting triple times the completer serving hostess set. I love Lisa's suggestion. Is it you and a daughter? Is it you and a girlfriend? Maybe you and your mom, or you and an aunt that are attending a bridal shower,
Yes.
a baby shower. It doesn't matter. It's nice to get something different, new, because let's be honest, every one of us who've been pregnant, what do? We start ripping apart every closet, and I need everything new, and I need new this, and this is like old. Perfect.
Well, it's the birth of a new family, or an
That's right.
expanding family, and no better time to zhuzh everything up. It's that wonderful quality of 1810 stainless steel, that gorgeous chromium and nickel blend, beautifully balanced pieces. There is no need to sort of run out and piece a full table together in all serving pieces. Everything is absolutely complete for under $130.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's insanity.
Wendy.
But it's not, because it's TSC.
Right.
We know, and that's why so many of you have been shopping us for so long. I mean, Lisa and I, we've been shopping here for 20 years, I think. I have the pleasure of taking you shopping every day, and always excited to show you fantastic deals that are solution drivers, right? When you can do easy pays, you've got the perfect gift for that bridal show, and you know, it didn't have to break the bank. So
Right.
Enjoy shopping.
Robin's perfect PJs are here, and they're here to make a statement. Our latest TSC Quick Buy from Artisan Fashions is a spring-summer essential, and they're yours at the quick buy price of just $59.99. This PJ set doubles as loungewear, so you'll never have to skimp on fashion, even when you're at home. The front pleat detail gives a flattering, sophisticated look, and you'll love the sexy lace racerback, especially during those hot summer months. These pants are a dream with a perfect amount of stretch and a relaxed fit designed for ultimate comfort. Who says you can't go to sleep dressed your best? Pick up the perfect loungewear PJ set from Artisan Fashions today. Give us a call at 1-888-2020-888 or visit us at tsc.ca. Today's shopping choice. May is Gold Month at TSC. Join us all month long for exciting offers in gold jewelry. Plus, enjoy 12 interest-free, easy pay payments on gold jewelry from your favorite designers. Shop tsc.ca. Today's shopping choice.
we get a little neck pain. It's that time of day, isn't it? We're, oh, starting to give ourselves a massage, just starting to think about doing that espresso coffee run. Maybe it's that sugar afternoon fix that you need. You know, maybe it's the lower back pain or the bloating. Or do you think that you just suffer water retention or irritability of the downstairs and you think, no, it's that point of my time, it's that point. Well, no, it doesn't have to be normal. There's no reason we should be feeling any of those things. It's the toxicity that builds up within our body. And one time a year, we put this on special for you to invite you to feel the difference of what detoxifying not only the colon and the intestines, but the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the entire body needs to dilute and get rid of all of those toxicities and that buildup. This is your auto delivery number that you're going to see on that screen right there. This is going to show up to you every 90 days because this is 2 months on and 1 month off. It is 2 simple pills a day to within 3 to 5 days feeling like the person you remember you once were, right? We got Dr. Powering with me in the house today, and we did about 15 minutes at the top of the last hour, and I kind of want to pick it up from right where you left off there, where you said that every single patient that visits you, before putting them on any regime, before going through any multitude of testing, what's the first thing you do?
So starting with a clean slate, and this is what's so important to me, is that to know which symptoms are actually your symptoms. So whether it's the headaches or the skin rashes, the eczema, the psoriasis, the inability to lose weight, the sluggishness, you just feel tired all the time, how much is that really you, or is it because of the toxicity? So starting with the detox, when I was seeing patients, getting those toxins out, we needed to start with that clean slate, to make sure that now, okay, and then guess what happens? Well, then those symptoms start to disappear and those headaches are alleviated. It's because of that toxicity that was in the internal organs had caused those symptoms. So that's why detox is so important, therapeutically, but think about preventatively as well in terms of preventing the most serious diseases out there. We are exposed to as Canadians. So the researchers have found over 80,000 different toxic chemicals in our environment. So nobody is immune to it. It doesn't matter where you live in Canada, it's in the environment. And this is something that we really have to be, proactive about. It's not the same as it was even 20, 30 years ago. Our toxicity levels have really gone up, and that's no wonder. We see all these diseases that are rampant because of that toxicity. So we have to do this. It's something, for some people it sounds like a new thing, but this is what we need to do. This is an essential in order to stay healthy. And if we're not healthy, to get at that root cause as to why we may not be healthy, let's get those toxins out. Well,
you and I have had a personal conversation too off air about the rise of things out there. Yes. And one with autoimmune disabilities and disorders that have just skyrocketed. And you also told me it directly relates to the fact that so many of us don't detox. So let's talk about why we don't detox. Yes. And why VitaTree actually is the solution and what not to be afraid of. Because I think there's a lot of sort of negativity that can surround a detox, to be honest.
And this is the thing. So, hopefully we've educated people over the years. This is your first time hearing about, the Vita Detox, how it's so different. So for a lot of people, when you mention the word cleanse or detox, they run for the hills because thinking that they're going to have to literally be running to the washroom and have these terrible side effects. Well, that doesn't happen with the Vita Detox. And the reason being is that because of the formulation, we've made it very gentle, especially on your digestive tract, but very gentle on your organs, yet harsh on the toxins. We want to get those toxins out. So very gentle for you, and the body is able to handle it. One of the secret ingredients is a little bit of the Vita Fruits and Vita Veggies within the formulation to minimize those toxic reactions of doing the detox in the first place. And that's why people don't have, whether it is the headache or those frequent bowel movements when you're doing other cleanses out there, you don't experience that with the Vita Detox because of the formulation, and we've added a bit of that Vita Fruits and Vita Veggies.
So you've almost upped the ante here. So how are we taking this? What can we expect?
So this is 2 capsules twice a day. So 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules maybe mid-afternoon, evening. It doesn't really matter. I know you may have questions if you're taking medications and things for, diabetes or blood pressure. there's no need to worry about that. We just ask that you spread it out at least 1 hour away from your medications. But what you're going to expect first is an increase in energy, because when you get rid of those toxins, then guess what? Now the immune system doesn't have to work as hard to fight off that toxicity, so your energy levels go up. If you want to experience that nice flat tummy, so digestion does improve, whether you're constipated or maybe you're on the other side, a little bit too frequent bowel movements, this helps to get you in that nice natural balance because it's getting those toxins out. So that's the other thing, the flat tummy, maybe a bit of weight. You know, if you tend to hold on to water weight, which, you know, some people do, I think especially as women with our hormones, we can hold on to a little bit more water. You start to see that alleviated. So the first couple days you can be urinating a little bit more. I want you to drink enough water, and that's important to drink enough water throughout the day. But this is the benefit of doing the Vita Detox. Not to mention your skin starts to glow because, you know, it is working on all of your organs. So not just the liver and usually colon, which people think of when you're talking about cleansing, but also the kidneys, as we can see here, the lungs, the digestive tract, both small and large intestine, the skin, the lymphatic system, and the blood, which is sort of the highway between all of those organs. We have to get the toxins out of there. Very, very gentle. Vegetarian formula, so vegetarian capsules, helps with heavy metal toxins as well as skin rejuvenation. So part of your, you know, anti-aging regime is definitely the Vita Detox. It's so important, helping to maintain your weight as well as important. So, you know, it is full spectrum.
This could probably kickstart a plateau if you're having in your weight loss. This can kind of be that solution to feeling this. And it's those little tiny symptoms that we have that's why sometimes we're not running to the doctor, or we don't think something's drastically wrong because, oh, well, we're stressed and I'm not getting enough sleep. And it's all of those things, even sleepless nights, you know, the bloated bellies, the water retention in the legs, the headaches, the tension in the back of your neck, all of those things. We put the word normal beside is not normal. What I want to move over to your mannequin in a second here, because I also want to get through to people that this is more than just the downstairs detox, the colon and the intestine, and why it's so important to detox all of those organs.
Well, we can see here. So, you know, back in the day when I was seeing my patients, I would do, you know, maybe a lung cleanse if that's where the symptoms were indicated, the cough and things. Maybe it was liver cleansing and colon cleansing, which is super, you know, super popular. Lymphatic cleanse. We can see all of these cleanses, detoxes are all in the Vita Detox. So the value of that alone, you know, is extraordinary because you're just taking, you know, the one capsule,
and it's doing it all.
You don't have to change your diet. So people always ask, oh my goodness, detox and cleansing, do I have to go off of, you know, all my favorite foods? You don't have to. We do suggest, especially if weight loss is your goal, that you limit things like, you know, wheat products, dairy products, alcohol, sugar during the cleanse. You don't have to. It's completely your choice and depends on your personality. You know, as when, you know, seeing people that certain people can do that very easily. Other people like myself, I can't change my diet very easily. It's just,
I'm so glad you addressed that, because
it's just so hard.
I totally forgot about that, but you're right, because I've been asked that myself, and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing a detox. Oh, well, what do you have to do for that? Really nothing. You take 2 pills and you feel better in 3 to 5 days, and then
that's the thing.
You do that for 60 days, and then you go off it for a while, and it's so important. So let's get into the inside, because what we don't see is what's going on.
So whether it is the headaches, and that's usually related to internally the liver and the digestive tract, which has built up toxins. If we can think of the cardiovascular system, the blood, so the blood is the highway between the organs, maybe it's high blood pressure, we've got to get those toxins out. Maybe high cholesterol levels, which, you know, starts in the liver, we've got to get those toxins out. In terms of digestion, with, you know, stomach problems and gastritis and things, let's get those toxins out. It could even be the acid reflux and bad breath. Bad breath is a telltale sign that those toxins have built up, again, in the digestive tract. When we have that gas and bloating in, you know, digestion, and we hear that gurgling, and, you know, food just doesn't go down like it used to, and you're not eliminating as much as you should, then that's a telltale sign. So women, I always say, should be having at least 2 bowel movements a day, and the guys 3 bowel movements a day, and that would be
I would love to know the
normal.
real statistics, because
Yeah, no.
There are so many people I know that
Yes.
do not fall into those categories.
Not even close to that. And if you are backed up, you know, quite literally, then those toxins are sitting there, and we
You're
have
full
to
of
get it. We have to get
toxicity.
Yeah, we have to get rid of that, and the Vita Detox does that so easily for you. Maybe a skin eruption. So the skin, you know, it could be eczema, psoriasis, any type of rash, and it's chronic, keeps coming back. That's a sign of that toxicity.
So even face, when a lot of people say I got rash on my face,
Yes.
it won't go away, this dry skin, I've tried every cream.
Yes, toxicity. So that could be acne rosacea, it could be hormonal acne, any type of acne. The Vita Detox is a lifesaver to get those toxins out.
So to help with that. It's
Absolutely.
crazy to think about all of these things it is assisting
Yes.
with just one solution here. One small, less than, look at that, 4 inches for Easy Peek. I mean, that is less than $1 a day. Would you spend less than $1 a day to lose weight, to clear up your skin, to feel good, to not be bloated? It's even a mind clearance thing too. The toxicity can also cloud the brain.
Well, yeah, and you don't feel so well. You don't have that get up and go energy in the morning, and you're not feeling great about your day and looking forward to it. You should, you should get up and feel fantastic. And if you're not, then I have to ask you, what are you doing proactively to help yourself? And the Vita Detox, if you're new to it, this is the most fantastic thing that you can do for your health as a prevention as well. Let's get those toxins out. And, I say give me a year. So do this every season. So that ideally you're doing your 4 bottles. You're going to take your 2 capsules twice a day. So you'll go through your 4 bottles back to back, and that's your 60-day supply. Then you'll take a 1-month break, and we call it the seasonal detox because after that 1-month break, especially on the auto delivery, you get your next shipment at the change of the next season, and then you start all over again. So I want you doing this 4 times a year to get those toxins out, and you'll thank me. A year from now, if you're new to the Vita Detox, you will thank me, and like so many of our customers have over the years, and this has been a life changer for so many people.
Speaking of which, we tried to reach out to about 200 people.
Yes.
Like 186 finally got back to us. The other 15, call us. We want to hear but 186 out of the 200 we reached out got back to us. 93.6% of those 186 had a 100% success rate where they felt all of those differences that we're talking about. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I eat properly, right? And I exercise and I drink water. So how's the toxicity getting in if you think you're doing everything right?
Well, it's getting in because if you're breathing the air, in Canada, other places of the world are even worse, of course. But, if you're drinking water, if you're eating food, unfortunately, you are exposed to these toxins. If you're using any type of cream, and cosmetic, you're exposed to these toxins. So it's really important to know how the Vita Detox is so different in the fact that, okay, if we take a look at other cleanses that are out there, they stir up the toxins so we can see the toxins floating around in here. And the danger of doing, maybe it is just a liver cleanse or a colon cleanse is essentially you're shifting those toxins from one toxic organ to another. And this is where people don't feel well when they do other cleanses. And this can actually be a bit dangerous because if that other organ isn't ready for that process because you're only focusing on the first one, then you're actually more toxic than what you were before you started that cleanse. So
this is what can make people run to the bathroom.
Yes.
This is what can give migraine. This is what people are afraid of in a detox.
Yes, and that's not what you'll get with the Vita Detox because again, we're going to ask those toxins to be now eliminated. So it's stirring things up a little bit, but because the Vita Detox is working on all of those internal organs at once, so the liver, the colon, the kidneys, the digestive tract in general, so small and large intestine, the skin, the lymphatic system, this is where you get that clarity. That's why, you feel so wonderful when you finish the Vita Detox. Even as you're doing it, you feel so wonderful because now you've eliminated those toxins. And people will say, oh, I feel so much lighter. I feel you probably are lighter because now you've eliminated a lot of those toxins.
Well, and the water weight, you think about the toxicity of what's kind of still. We also recommend the Vitamucil as well that we want to take because once you get all that stuff broken out, once you have it moving, that's coming up in our hour. So if you are on the phone lines, if you're there, if you're on our website, add that one in because you really want to get that perfect flush to the body. But there's nothing to be afraid of here. Remember, this is going to move toxicity from every spot of the body and it's going to flush it out of your body, but you won't be running to the bathroom. Within 3 to 5 days, you're going to feel that difference. And why are you not worth it? At least once. At least try it once. The auto delivery you can cancel at absolutely any time. All that does is it allow you to get that on sale price point. It allows you to get the one-day only price point of our today's showstopper every single time this shows up. And remember, that's seasonally. So 4 times a year. You're going to forget you're doing this. It's 2 pills in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, or at nighttime. Please call our customer care or call that testimonial line. We have Angela, we have Maria coming in later today. There's a 1-800 number on the bottle of every one of the bottles as well. So you can call and ask questions about getting your kids and teenagers in the detox family as well, because we all suffer. If you breathe air, if you drink water, and you eat food, whether you think it's clean or not, toxicity gets in. So let's get it out. Right?
Yes, let's get it out. And that's the beauty of the Vita Detox. So getting it, 4 times a year is ideally the way to go with the auto delivery, but it is, available for those people.
And this is your one-time auto number. This is your one-time delivery number. 603-657 is your one-time purchase number. Remember, that is a 60-day supply of the Vita Detox. It's one time a year that we bring this to you on this fantastic sale price, but highly suggest the 478-518, which is your auto delivery on that. So speaking of the Vitamucil,
yeah, so Vitamucil is your soluble fiber. So most of us are very deficient in fiber, especially, if you're trying to watch your carbohydrates a bit, maybe you're not eating as many whole grains and things. For those of you that are not so healthy and you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, then soluble fiber is very important in terms of bulking up the stool and actually creating healthy stools. What the Vitamucil does is it actually sweeps the intestinal walls and helps to eliminate any of that old fecal matter that can be sitting there. And we can have up to 20 pounds of old fecal matter sitting on the intestinal walls that you don't necessarily know is there. You could be having regular bowel movements, but you're not necessarily getting at the entire, circumference of what's going on in the intestines. And the intestines, they're huge. They're 15 to 20 feet long. So imagine all of that tissue that we've got to clear out. And what the Vitamucil does is it's actually working like those little brushes. So let's get the toxins out with the Vita Detox, but now the Vitamucil is stepping in to further help that process, trapping the fat-soluble toxins, which is important. And I'll show you how that works, because it actually emulsifies those fats. So with oil and water, we all know that they don't mix, and we can see here that we've got some oil and water and just a bit of red food dye, just so you can see that distinction. But these are the bad fats, the saturated fats, the fats and the cholesterol and the triglycerides, the things that we want to move out of the body. It could be parasites and candida and some of those bad bugs that we often talk about as well. But what the Vitamucil does is it helps to expand in water. It actually traps those fats and forms this thick, gelatinous sort of glob, and that's why if you take it before a meal, which is a great trick, about a half an hour before mealtime, you're going to take your 2 capsules of your Vitamucil with a big glass of water, and not with other supplements, not with any other medications, and it actually expands in your stomach and helps to make you feel full before you have your meal. So great for your weight loss plan, because at the end of the day, the less calories you take in, the more you're exercising. That's when the weight comes off.
Best with our biggest meal of the day, then whatever it happens to be.
Any meal, really.
Okay.
It really works on our insulin levels too, because it is that soluble fiber, helps to maintain healthy insulin levels, which is fantastic. And again, the 2 capsules, you don't have to mix anything, and that's why it's so fantastic. There's other, mucil things out there, and they involve mixing, and they have artificial colors and sweeteners and things, which of course we don't use at VitaTree. But super portable, easy to do, and for the fact that now you're increasing your soluble fiber in your daily dosage is the best thing that you can do, and trapping those bad fats. I mean, that's really important for cardiovascular health and keeping your arteries nice and clean, but also for that digestive tract.
And cleaning that intestine. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
10 to 20 pounds of just
old stuff
sticking around, like stucco stuck to a wall. You have to chip it off. And that is also part of the bloating factor probably too.
Yes.
And you think, gosh, why can't I get this flattened down? Why is it I feel like I'm doing everything right? But it's not going to make us run to the bathroom. Remember, this is a regulation. This is about hitting the reset button on your body. This is about allowing yourself to feel better on a daily basis. You know, why is it okay to not feel well? It's not. This is also available for you on the 30-day supply. I think it is an auto delivery too. So take advantage of that. Out of this visit price, only $24.99, 2 interest-free easy pays. As you couple this, if you couple this, which is highly suggested, like recommended by Dr. Bowering, to couple this with our Today Showstopper, you get 4 easy pays. Just saying. I know everybody loves this one, the allergy formula, because the allergy formulas, let's be honest, first of all, time of year, second of all, it can be Russian roulette. And they can be like, either they work and I just spent $60, or I just spent $60 and all I'm doing is falling asleep and they don't work.
Yes, and that's the side effect of most of the conventional allergy formulas out there, is that they do something in the brain. Those conventional antihistamines from a synthetic source, they affect your brain, and that's why you have that drowsy effect. Now, there are some non-drowsy formulas, but they do the opposite,
then that's a toxicity. It's chemicals.
Well, this is the thing. So with the allergy formula, this is a natural antihistamine. This is nature-given ingredients that have that natural antihistamine effect. So whether it is, you know, the nasal symptoms, you could have a cough, that tickle in the throat, the postnasal drip, the itchy, watery eyes. I mean, you know your symptoms. If you are allergic, you know your symptoms, and you usually know what time of year that you're suffering. Some people have, you know, chronic throat the entire year. You're suffering, maybe you have pets, or maybe it's dust, maybe it's, you know, anything, mold and things that you're exposed to in your home, and you can't get away from it, but you're still suffering with the symptoms. Well, I don't want you to suffer, and that's the whole reason why I'm here. And with the allergy formula, this was, you know, a long time coming to find the right mixture of ingredients to help you with your allergy symptoms, and to do it naturally without those negative side effects. So whether it is the stinging nettle, which is a herbal medicine that helps for those symptoms of the seasonal allergies, including the itchy, watery eyes, nasal congestion, and the sneezing. Quercetin is a powerful natural antihistamine and also a natural antioxidant. So helps with, again, those allergy symptoms, and blocks the production of histamine at the cellular level. So it has that ability of, you know, blocking that histamine right at the get-go, as well as the butterbur, which has potassin, and this is a herbal medicine for those nasal allergy symptoms, allergic skin reactions even, so people get hives and things. Yeah, it helps with that, as well as even people get headaches from their allergies that they wouldn't necessarily know that, you know, they consume something that causes that histamine release. And some of these foods are some of my favorites, like nuts, chocolate.
I've heard that too, chocolate can give headaches.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, I learn something new every day, and what just sparked me, the sequel. Right? If you love everything that she says, The Healthy Millionaire, the first one, I mean, we loved it, but we have the sequel available for you. It's coming up at the end of the hour, but add that in, because, I mean, you're a wealth of information. I mean, I could do 100 shows with you. And there's always something more you're going to learn, and here it is available for you. The Healthy Millionaire sequel book. Think about a symptom. Think about anything that Dr. Jeanine Bowering has just said, and you look it up. And you go to those explanations, you go to those thoughts, you go to those, she helps you to kind of walk through that diagnosis for yourself. But I want to remind you, it all starts with that clean slate. It starts with that detoxification. It starts with getting everything out to find the root problem. But if you know your root problem is allergies, this is that auto delivery. This is 5-star. This is backed by popular demand, because I remember last year we had to wrestle this to try to get it in. We couldn't get it in.
Oh, yes. And for the fact that it's on sale today too, I mean, that's my special gift to you. You know, we have a lot of things on sale in this show, and springtime is such an important time, you know, and if you're suffering through allergies, yes, please do the Vita Detox, get those toxins out. But I don't want you to suffer. I want you to feel great. I want you to wake up and enjoy the day and get out there with your children, your grandchildren, enjoy the day, and don't feel like you have to sort of stay secluded in the house.
And not feel like you have to be medicated when you have an allergy issue, because that's, like you said, either you've got the guys, I'm on my allergy meds, and your eyes are popping out, or you're falling asleep on the couch.
It's so true.
So you don't have to suffer, you don't have to sacrifice, and you don't have to make any of those decisions. It's a one-time deal here. This is auto delivery. This is every 60, and let's be honest, right? Allergies are more than just one time a year.
Well, this is...
How are we taking this?
So standard dosage on this one is 2 capsules a day. However, if you're going into your season, so you know when that is, when you are especially bad with your allergy symptoms, you can certainly double up, even triple up sometimes. So you may consider, if I can suggest, get the auto delivery so that you always have enough of this at home, but also get the one-time shipment. And you want to do that so that you can sort of play with your dosage and increase your dosage when you need to. I mean, I know for myself, ragweed season used to be, you know, it used to be horrible for me.
Is that the September one? Yeah.
With the goldenrod, and I could just look at that plant and start sneezing. And this has really saved me. So, you know, in my own personal
you know how many
need
people
for
are in denial?
Oh,
They don't even realize it. They think they got a cold. Everybody thinks there's a cold and flu. Oh, this cold won't go away after 3-4 weeks. It's like, have you ever thought
that this can be it?
Look it up.
Well,
but allergies is usually this time of year what it is.
Yes, and you know, and I started sneezing the other day. I'm like, no, this can't be. I've never had, you know, spring allergies. What? So of course I took my allergy formula.
That's another thing I've heard as well, that as we age, our allergies, like we may not have had allergies in our 20s, but 30s and 40s.
Yep, there goes that immunity, right? So immune system, but stress certainly affects how our immune system works. And, you know,
even after having a child, changes of life, medications.
Changes a lot of things. So yeah, so now your allergy formula is your best friend, you know, to help with those symptoms.
So this is your one-time, 603-926. This is one-time purchase. What we just saw a moment ago, I can look that up quickly for you, but your customer care representative can help you. We have the auto delivery available for 60-day supply. And this is also compatible for children as well, because we've talked about that.
Yes, so we just ask that you call us with dosing, you know, with any product with children to, you know, the numbers on every Vitatree product on the bottles, to call our experts at Vitatree to help you if you have those questions, because we certainly adjust dosages depending on you know, size and weight and different factors. So.
But we are there, they are there, Angela's there, the 1-800 number. I'm going to turn that around just to show you as well, so you can see Dr. Bowering. She's got her name, her MD, she's got her initials, she's got everything there, and the phone number, as well as all the social media sites to follow, to blog, to tell us. But eyes and vision, this is another one I think a lot of us don't really put at the forefront to supplement, to think that we would need a supplement for.
Yes, and it's something that is very treatable. So whether it is the loss of vision, maybe you have eye strain, you know, like myself from working in front of a computer most of the day, with doing all my research, that I started even to notice that my eyes were suffering and I had, you know, more difficulty focusing. And I think it's very common with people in their 40s, usually that's when it hits, that you start to, you know, have to start to go like this with the menu or whatever it is. And I said, no, not me. That is not going to be me. So thank goodness we have the eye and vision support. It really is dramatic in how quickly this works, because it's supplying the antioxidants for the eye. So whether it is for cataracts, for that eye strain, and for vision loss because of that, the aging process, macular degeneration. So this is a treatment for macular degeneration as well as prevention from it getting worse, but also for glaucoma. So if there's pressure issues in the eye with glaucoma, this can help you as well. Floaters. So we have a number of testimonials from our customers, which I think we have here, that show, you know, dramatic results from and alleviating and getting rid of floaters and sort of those zigzaggy kind of flashes in the eyes, which is incredible. So fast acting, natural formula to help to protect your eyes, but also treat your eyes and also prevent further eye destruction. One of those things is cataract. So we can take a look at the model of the eye really, really quickly here, that we can see that the eye, of course, in a healthy eye, we have a nice, clear, healthy lens. So that light comes right through there, which we can see. And I'll take out the lens really quickly so you can see that that's a nice, clear lens. And what happens, unfortunately, with time, as we're aging and we have free radical exposure, maybe you're a smoker, you know, just regular free radical damage, then we have that clouding of the eye, and this is the cataract formation. This is really visible in dogs a lot of the time. If you've ever seen a dog that's aging, you can see sort of that white haze in the eyes. So compromised vision for sure, and that's because of that free radical damage in the lens itself. So what the formula does, it helps to work as an antioxidant to combat this process of what's happening here. And, you know, maybe we can take a look at the ingredients or to show you exactly how this is working. So whether it is the African marigold, which is so powerful because it contains lutein. Now, lutein helps to block those blue light rays, and it's blue light rays that's more damaging to the eye. This is from the sun, especially as the sun is going down at the end of the day, but also in our tablets. So think about our tablets, our cell phones. Always put it on night mode if you can, because in night mode it takes away a lot of that blue light, and it's something that is very helpful for your eyes.
So we're almost like damaging ourselves.
We are.
With the hours we spend on our social.
We are, and think of our kids too, right?
Oh,
so this is something that, you know, I have my kids taking this already, and they're still young.
Proactive.
And yeah, being proactive, because we have high exposure now to that blue light, which we didn't even have, let's say, 5-10 years ago.
These are the things we don't think about. These are the things we look for solutions once the problem happens. I'm going to read one testimonial. I'm going to share with you the testimonial because get through not crying today, because this was one we had talked about, and I'm going to tell you the results my father-in-law now had from this. So a couple of months ago. So I'm going to read this first. It works. Lady Waterfall from Ontario. I have experienced wonderful results with the Vita Eye and Vision Support. I started taking it when it was first introduced in the spring. I had floaters in both eyes. Those are those little black wisps we see that we think is tired, and light flashes in one eye. Now they're gone. No more floaters and no more light flashes. I'll be taking a bottle to show my eye doctor in a couple of weeks when I go for my annual checkup. Thank you. And we love those testimonials. Now, a couple of months ago, because last summer my father-in-law, he had sneezed, coughed really badly, recovering smoker. He had a little thing in his eye. It bursted and detached his retina. And he went through like 3-4 surgeries, and none of them were working. And I mean, I never saw anybody so depressed, so stressed out. It was making me cry. He was crying. Just the pain and the surgery from the eye. And then we had talked about it on air.
Yes.
I grabbed a bottle and I put him on it right away. He went back to his doctor for the one final surgery that he had to have, and he had the cataracts he was supposed to do in the other eye.
Yes.
And within a couple of months, he healed, no more surgeries. Wow. The doctor was like, I've never seen anybody heal this fast. I don't understand what you're doing differently. And it was adding in that eye and vision support. And I mean, this was a lifetime smoker, someone who did not take care of himself. And it's just, that is how starving our body is for these natural ingredients, and how quick we can actually self-heal. Think about that, rather than a Band-Aid. How fast our bodies can actually heal itself when we just hand it the right ingredients, but we don't.
We don't,
right?
Because we don't know often. And it's one thing, I always say there's two types of people. It's one thing now to get this information and kind of say, oh, you know, that's nice, maybe next time. And then there's the other type of person that says, no, that, you know, enough is enough. I'm going to take control of my health. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go out on a limb for a lot of you, I know, if you're skeptical, and say, hey, I'm going to try this because what have I got to lose? And that's, you know, the best turnaround stories that I love to hear from our viewers, that, you know, you weren't so sure, but, you know, then in taking the VitaTree products, this one is dramatic because with vision, you can see quite literally those benefits so quickly, and that's the beauty of taking a VitaTree product. We don't use the fillers, we don't use that magnesium stearate. There's a lot of eye formulas out there, a lot of which, you know, the eye doctor will prescribe, which are sort of eye vitamins that you can get in your local, you know, drugstore, but they all have synthetic vitamins, they all have magnesium stearate, and, you know, the questionable efficacy of and the sourcing of where those nutrients are actually coming from.
Well, at the end of the day, how much is actually of a high potency that's going to be effective?
Yes.
How much is really in there? And that's the difference. And I love that goes right back to why Dr. Bowering started this entire line to begin with, because it was that level of frustration. It was wanting to help people and change people's lives with something you truly believed in, which was the natural, the holistic, the Mother Nature's approach. But yet, the frustration of the fact that there was nothing available to what you wanted as a standard. So why not just start your own? Why not go back to basics? And that's exactly what she did. Now, iron, this is another one that I think, as women too,
Oh, yeah.
I think every second person I talk to, I'm low on iron, I think, or my doctor said I'm low on iron. Like,
Yeah.
how do we know? And the reality is, what drastic difference does this make for us?
Well, the definitive is always to have, you know, your blood test done with your doctor. He'll check your iron level, or she'll check your ferritin levels and things, so the carrier molecule for iron in the body. But if you're tired all the time, if your hair is falling out, if you're pale, and you know, you just know maybe as a woman you have heavy cycles, maybe you've had a fibroid and you're losing blood, certainly in pregnancy. This is actually designed for pregnant women because it's so gentle on the stomach, and this is what makes it so different from every iron out there. Gentle on the stomach, won't cause constipation, and you won't feel sick when you take the iron because it is so gentle on your system, and that's because of the formulation in this whole food form that allows for that easy absorption, so rapid absorption. And if your iron is low, then quite likely you're tired, and you know, you may get a little bit dizzy and just sort of be out of sorts. When you start supplementing with the whole food iron complex, your cells will literally drink it up very quickly because of that high absorption. Your energy comes back, your oxygen is now carried through your bloodstream so much more
tone comes more to
efficiently.
life.
Yes, exactly. So this is something that, again, you can see dramatic results and quite quickly. And for the fact that, you know, it's the only one on the market that has this formulation for that high absorption, that's why we have the reviews that we do on this formula. And for women that have been instructed to take their iron and yet they don't, because
Probably one of the most common things us women is told.
of course, and you don't take it because you don't feel well when you take it, and who wants to take something that's supposed to be good for them, right? And you're not feeling well. So this eliminates all of those problems, and that's why I'm so proud of this formulation. Standard dosage is 2 capsules a day, and for most people that is more than enough. So you're going to get enough iron in that daily dosage to get your iron levels back to where they need to be. And this is important for, you know, making sure that that oxygen is flowing through your blood. As we age, we actually lose more and more iron through our kidneys. So as we're aging, we can often see a decline in iron levels. So, and then people, you know, as they're aging, they get tired and listless, and they don't have that get up and go energy that they did when they were younger. And that's because your body is essentially, you know, starving for having that essential iron. So that's how the iron comes into play. So it really is, you know, remarkable. Just 2 capsules a day, so really easy to take.
Can I ask a question too? Youngsters, because when I was young, I think the first thing you hear is like you're anemic or you're
Yes.
low on iron, because I didn't like a lot of red meat when I was young. I'm just going, and I was prescribed this liquid,
Oh yeah,
and it was
taken that one too.
the most rancid thing on the planet. How young? So if we have a young daughter, maybe
Yes.
she has started her period or things like this, and maybe she's not eating properly. How young can we start them?
Again, depending on age and weight, we like to individually sort of guide you in that. You know, technically it's designed for adults, yet in dosing we can certainly give, you know, standard dosage for an average sized adult is 2 capsules a day, but certainly we can give a little bit. And the great thing about our capsules is that because you're opening them up, we can sort of standardize dosing that way. So it really depends. If it's a young girl who's starting with her cycles and with menstruation, then, you know, that blood loss is now a relative loss to her system, to what she was used to, and that iron can tank very quickly. I've seen this with my own daughter. So this is something that my daughter takes, and she does it regularly. She's so good. It's so funny because I find that the girls, I don't know, like I've got 3 boys at home right now and 1 girl, and my daughter's all over the vitamins. I don't have to tell her. She knows what to take. Once in a while she'll ask me, but she's good. And the guys, I don't know, what is it with guys? They just, they need to be told, or they don't like to take
That
control.
doesn't change, does
So
it? It doesn't change.
it doesn't. So be proactive. And ladies, if you're buying for your loved ones, for your, you know, the guys in your life, then
you talked about seniors here too. You talked about our parents, our maybe it's an ailing aunt. You know, it's not, and it's the youngsters too. It's probably one of the #1 things we hear from the doctors. You're low on iron, low on iron. But it's sort of, what do we take then? Do we want a prescription? Do we want something that upsets our stomach? The taste. Let's be totally honest. 90% of what out there is like you're burping it up 3 hours later.
Well, yeah.
But not here.
No, you don't have to worry about
You
that.
forgot. Except you feel better.
Yes, and this is what we want for you. We want you to feel better. We want you to have that vital energy because, of course, as women, we need that vital energy, right? Or else.
And made for pregnant women too, you said.
Yes, so in pregnancy, this is a lifesaver. So this is really, really important. I wish I had had this when I was pregnant so many times.
And I remember you telling me too, a big sign of it is if you get the, like when you take your jewelry off, if you have the black marks or the black lines.
That can be, yes,
if that's
absolutely.
a possible awareness.
That can be. Also, if your immune function, so if you're getting sick all the time, that can be an iron deficiency. If you get headaches, chronic headaches, it can be related to iron being low.
Our body is constantly telling us, it's constantly giving us the reasons, the symptoms, and that is where the Healthy Millionaire sequel, that is where knowing you, and maybe it is a chronic headache, but you're trying to figure out what it is. That's why it was the first thing Dr. Bowering said. Right, go back to that detox. Go back to what our today's showstopper is today and detox. Start with that cleanse. Start with that clean slate. And then ask yourself, do I still feel that way? Or maybe it was just the toxicity. But if you're still suffering headaches, but you don't feel bloated, then maybe it's an iron deficiency. And you can do that process of elimination. And we have Angelina, like
she's
Angelina
here.
Jolie.
Yeah, she's here for the next
Not the real
bit.
Jolie, but she's upstairs to answer those questions, to help customize a cocktail for you. Do you suffer anxiety? Can you not get to sleep because you're on the hamster wheel of thought for the day of just, you know, you're thinking about that meeting, you're thinking about your child's project. Did I make their lunches? Oh my God, there's laundry in the washing machine still. I'm lying in bed. Did I brush my teeth? What's going on?
Yeah.
That is literally the hamster wheel of what goes on, and this can help put it to sleep.
Yes, and this, you can use this for your stressful day, and you know, whether it's good stress or bad stress, I would say there's no difference. Physiologically, your body doesn't know the difference, and those cortisol levels, which make you pack on weight, so when we're talking about, you know, addressing weight loss from different angles, that's really important to know, and getting a restful night's sleep is so important as well, because your body rejuvenates when you're sleeping. So in terms of using this, if you need it for the stress, it's 1 capsule twice a day during the day. You can take 1 in the morning, 1 in mid-afternoon. If you need it for the sleep, you can take the 2 capsules together about a half an hour before bedtime. If you're one of those people that, you know, falls asleep okay, but then you're waking up at 2, 3 in the morning, and then you can't have a restful sleep after that, you're waking up every hour, keep this beside your bed and take your 2 capsules when you wake up that first time, so that it helps to, again, induce that nice, restful sleep.
Such a great idea.
So really easy to do. These are vegetarian capsules, and if you're not good at swallowing any of our capsules, you can certainly open them up into a bit of water or juice, into food, into your smoothies, if you want to do it that way. So we've made it really easy for you, and it is because, again, because of the ingredients that we use without the fillers. So we don't use, you know, the cellulose, microcrystalline cellulose to dilute our great ingredients. And let me show you really quickly what other companies are doing. So at Vitatree, exactly the ingredients that we say are on the bottle, that's exactly what you're getting in your bottle, which we see here. But what the other companies are doing is they're still filling up, if this were your capsule, they're still filling up your capsule to the same size capsule, but you see all that white powder in there. So yeah, there's some green. There are some active ingredients, which they put on the label, but there's a lot of filler. And you know, other companies are using up to 85, 95% filler per capsule or tablet.
Wow. Is
to
there
fill
any,
it
like,
up.
standard or like?
No. So in Canada, yes, it has to be on the label. So it'll say non-medicinal ingredients. It'll say cellulose, microcrystalline cellulose, titanium dioxide. These are the extra ingredients that the companies are putting in to fill up the capsule, but they don't have to say how much they're using. They don't have to say how many milligrams of filler. So there's the big mystery question.
That's the dollar difference right there.
You can't compare. You can't compare a Vitatree product. You'd be cold pressed, you know, hard pressed to try to match our formulations and our pricing. I'm telling you, because I know how expensive it is to actually formulate and put these raw materials in here.
And that's why. And remember, you're getting vegetarian capsules. You are getting whole food supplements. You are getting 100% of the ingredients. That is why it comes down to that dosage level. That is why that 1-800 number is on that box. That is why we have people upstairs to answer your questions, so that you know, what are you taking? Is it anxiety? Do you get up and you just know your boss is just bugging you every day and you just got knots in your stomach on your way to work? That's why you take one of these. and then you can just take on that day, because it's not a groggy thing, right? It's
No,
it's not
no.
a falling asleep thing. This is a way to deal with the knots and the butterflies in the stomach.
Yes, and so and doing it both ways. So if you need it for stress, anxiety, panic attacks during the day, you're 1 capsule twice a day. And then if you also need it for sleep, you can also take it, the 2 capsules.
So you can double up and do it at night.
You can. So especially that we have it on sale today, please take advantage of that pricing, which is phenomenal. You may want to get a couple of extra packs of this so that you have it, but the auto delivery is also
Well, it's on the auto delivery.
Yeah.
So what you could honestly do is go with the auto delivery and the one-time shipment
Yes.
in your first order. So you've
Yes.
got all of that extra, and then you've got the peace of mind, literally. You've got the stress-free knowing that
Yes.
it's gonna arrive to you. So you're locking into this visit price only. You can stretch these payments out because it's on 2 Easy Pay. But if you multi-pack with our showstopper, you can stretch those payments out to 4. And once you get that bag up to $150, then we take care of the shipping for you. And don't you want a stress-free, chemical-free, drowsy-free way of dealing with your life and being able to sleep? Because honestly, that's our rejuvenation miracle, isn't it?
Well, and this is what we want, of course, because we want to look refreshed and beautiful and wrinkle-free in the morning, right? And that's what happens when you get a restful night's sleep.
So this is new.
Brand new, yay, so excited about this. And this was a long time coming. The thyroid support helps for low thyroid function. So if you are experiencing low thyroid, so you're cold all the time, you have a sluggish metabolism, you have dry skin, your hair may be falling out, you can have a low mood, so depression, as well as constipation. These are all telltale signs of that low thyroid, and a lot of people I know are sort of doing the checklist, the ticking off of, yeah, I have a lot of those symptoms. A lot of you may know that, you know, your thyroid is low. It's very, very common. You may be medicated for low thyroid. All the more reason to get on the thyroid support. And it was, you know, it's funny because it was my own personal story. I finally had a blood test, but, you know, almost a year ago now, and the doctor, you know, first when he looked at me, I have to share this, he's like, wow, you are so healthy. This is before we got any test results or anything, and symptomatically, not so much, but every time you have a baby, so I think in my case, because I've had so many children, your thyroid depletes, and this is something, you know, it's a natural physiological effect of having so many children.
It just is.
It just is, and very common in women especially, I find the hypothyroidism. So, and, you know, we did the blood work, and sure enough, my thyroid was off, and I had to be medicated. Yes, on a more natural, you know, medication, but still I had to support the thyroid. And it was the pharmacist who said to me, well, I'm giving you the prescription, but what are you doing to support your thyroid? Meaning more naturally, what are you doing?
Light bulb.
Yeah, so I go to the shelf and I'm looking, okay, thyroid support from other companies, right? And I'm looking, no. Magnesium stearate, and then seeing all of those fillers in there, synthetic vitamins, I couldn't do it. So I didn't do anything, and of course, until I had my own formulation.
Quite a few of the
Vitatree.
formulations have come from a personal need. I know that for sure, but that's a good
Selfish
thing.
first, right?
But we all benefit from.
Yes.
So you're saying this is something that we want to take in conjunction with a possible
Yes.
prescription. This is
Yes.
a support system.
Absolutely, because it contains the ingredients that we need to actually support the thyroid gland, to support that conversion of your T4 to your T3, which is your active thyroid hormone. And, you know, a lot of people have subclinical hypothyroidism, which we can see here, and their TSH is tested. So your TSH can be in normal range, so the doctor will say, oh, your thyroid is fine, I've checked your TSH, and not so much. So it's called subclinical hypothyroidism. You have all the symptoms of low thyroid, and yet your blood work for your TSH is fine, which is really common.
So it can almost like sleeper self in you, like you can't find it.
Yeah, not on a standard thyroid test. So this is why it's important with the thyroid support, and it is just 1 bottle. So this is showing 2 bottles. It should be just the 1 bottle.
It's just 1 bottle.
It's your 30-day
introductory
supply.
price point.
Yes.
It's 1 time, 1 per day.
2 capsules a day.
Never mind.
2 capsules a day.
I'm just asking.
Is your standard dosage. So if you're taking medication, I've actually experimented with this because I have firsthand experience. I've taken it with my med and away from my med, I didn't notice any different. However, just as a standard rule, we ask that you take it at least an hour away from your medication.
Okay.
And you want to do this to support that thyroid gland. And we'll show you what your thyroid looks like. So the thyroid is in this area of your body, and normally you shouldn't be able to feel it. So the doctor will often go in from behind and sort of feel this area. And we can see the normal thyroid here. Helps to regulate your metabolism, your body temperature, your ability to lose weight, your ability to have good moods and you feel great. Also affects your digestion and constipation. So if you're constipated, it could be because your thyroid is low.
Wow.
And what happens over time, if that low thyroid, especially if it's Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which means your immune system is now attacking your thyroid gland, it becomes enlarged. And this is an indication, often you can look like you're actually swollen in this area. Even, you know, the double chin kind of area, you look swollen in your face, lower face, and in the neck area. That's because of that low thyroid and that enlarged thyroid. So this does then normalize, comes down once you start to feed the thyroid with those cofactors that, of course, are in the formulation.
So it's a support system.
It is a support system.
And thyroid is so detrimental.
Yes.
It is like the lifeline almost to the body if it's overactive, if it's underactive. I mean,
Yes.
to have it balanced and supported is should be at the forefront of importance.
Well, it should be. And again, if you're medicated or not, I don't want you to be afraid of this because, you know, it is working in conjunction with what you're doing for, you know, probably a conventional approach to
Now,
treating
what if
thyroid.
somebody has never had any kind of diagnosis? What if somebody does not know? Can just an average Joe take this, or are you saying that someone who knows that they have issues with the thyroid?
No, definitely if you have the symptoms of low thyroid, there isn't a harm in supporting the thyroid, even if you're not sure. So I don't want people to think, oh no, you know, I need to have it diagnosed first. No, there's no harm, especially if you're symptomatic and you have all of those subclinical signs of that low thyroid.
Then it's like, oh, the light bulb. That's why I like to ask her. I'm like a question asker, just thinking, okay, well, what about this or that? But if you have all those questions and more, and we know we wish we could have days, then we should just have a Dr. Bowering day, shouldn't we? Give her absolutely no rest. That's
okay.
24 hours of Dr. Bowering. But if you want that, and we know we love it when she's here. God, we wish she was here every day. But that's okay. You can take the book with you. And it's every question. It's all these symptoms. It's everything that she's saying, support systems, and know what the protocols is, the recommendations, the formulas. I mean, this is fantastic. This is a lifeline right here.
Well, thank you. And so many people use it sort of as their vitamin and mineral and health guidelines that, you know, you will start to prescribe to your friends and your loved ones. You know, some of the protocols in the book, because we have over 50 protocols that go through. You can look up acne, you can look up fertility issues, you can look up libido, hair loss, we can see there, and some of the diseases as well. Even, you know, some of my beauty tricks and things are in here. It includes acupuncture points, you know, dietary changes, the mind-body connection. So, you know, certain diseases, actually most diseases over the years, you know, in practicing with my patients, I could see connections between what was going on mentally, and there were commonalities in different disease patterns with what was going on up here in the mind. And then to be able, and what I've included was a positive affirmation to start to reverse that mental manifestation.
It's the negative self-talk.
Yes.
I remember reading that. They say like lower back pain associated with financial stress, or like different, where I'm gaining fat in my arms because of whatever I'm anxiety about this, and then we negative. It's crazy, but I mean, that's just one of the fabulous pieces of information in here. So you look up what it is. Is it hair loss? Is it acne? Is it bloating? Is it constipation? Is it, you know, an infected toe? It just, whatever, could be anything like that. But all of those solutions are in here, and it's going to tell you kind of where. So it's like you control your health, right? It's in your hand, it's in your mind. And this is a wonderful natural approach to start sort of being able to cleanse the body. And hence on that, get in on our today's showstopper, which is that detox cleanse, because it's essential to start with that clean slate.
It is, and that's where the Vita Detox comes in, helps to gently cleanse all of the internal organs. So, you know, if you're feeling tired, you're just not feeling yourself, that's where you start. Use the book in conjunction. You'll notice that almost every protocol in the Healthy Millionaire starts with the Vita Detox. for no matter what you're suffering through. You know, it starts with getting that clean slate with your health and with your internal organs. So let's clean out those toxins. Let's, you know, have great energy. Let's have that flat tummy. Let's lose those extra few pounds, you know, or even more, and really give, you know, the cells of your body a chance once you get those toxins out to really feel the way that you're meant to.
And here it is, available on auto delivery for you. And nothing to worry about here. You know, I like to really reference the fact of the fear factor when it comes to a detox, the fear of running to the bathroom, the fear of, you know, upset stomach, the fear of getting migraines and headaches, the fear of what you have to give up. Well, all of those things you don't have to fear anymore, because there's nothing to give up but the bloating. There's nothing to give up but the irritability, right? Do you feel like your moods even do this sometimes as the day? You feel like you just like want to just, you know, like that is sometimes just toxicity within the body, the headaches, the fatigue.
Yes. The gas, the bloating, the running to the washroom, maybe it's the IBS types of symptoms, maybe it's the skin irritations, the skin rashes, maybe the hair is falling out, maybe you have even a more serious diagnosis from your doctor, and I always say I don't believe in any diagnosis, but maybe you have that diagnosis and you don't know what to do and you're at your wit's end, you just don't feel well. This is where you start. You have to start with that, getting at the root cause, and that's that toxicity. So whether it is, you know, the liver toxins related to headaches, that's related to your thyroid as well. So if you're doing the thyroid support, please, you have to get the Vita Detox as well. We have to get those toxins out of the thyroid. If you're, you know, lethargic, you have difficulty losing that weight. If we can show you, I'll show you my big hunk of fat, 5 pounds of fat. That's
Isn't it like
5 pounds of fat. Imagine that. So your body actually holds on to excess fat to help to protect you, to dilute the toxins. So the important thing about this is that once you are using the Vita Detox, you're flushing away those toxins, then the body helps to get rid of that fat naturally on its own, because you don't have to protect yourself anymore from those toxins by holding onto that excess fat. It also works like a gentle diuretic. So the Vita Detox will gently get, you know, things going through the kidneys. So you may notice the first couple of days that you have a little bit of more frequent, you know, urination, and that's normal. That's what we would expect. And make sure you're drinking enough water, but we're flushing now through the kidneys.
And the Vitamucil.
Yes, use the Vitamucil as well. If you have kidney stones, if you have fatty liver, gallbladder disease, poor digestion, difficulty breaking down your food, this is where the Vita Detox is so valuable. And I want you to get your energy levels up. I want you to be able to go out, you know, and have a wonderful day and do that every day. Enjoy your children, your grandchildren, because I'm sure you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And if this is you, then the Vita Detox is really where you have to start.
And reminding you too, in that Healthy Millionaire, every one of the protocols starts with that Vita Detox. You need to get that clean slate. You need to allow your body to get rid of the toxicity within the body. That is the book right there, the sequel, The Healthy Millionaire. And this is really where it tells you. You start with that detox. You want to know, is this really something that I'm feeling, or maybe it's just the toxicity that's built up over the years, because this is something you should be doing seasonally. Let's look at one of the reviews here. Over the last 3 years, I've been on the Vita Detox 4 to 5 times for 2 months at a time. Each time, I notice a huge difference. What do I notice? Bloating and other digestive discomforts were gone. Bowel movements were larger and more regular. That doesn't mean running to the bathroom. So that means if you suffer constipation, it's going to be easier. If you suffer too much going, it's going to slow it down. I've had more energy. I feel more vital and alert. No side effects or discomforts whatsoever. I used to dread going on detoxes and cleanses, but now I look forward to the Vita Detox. And I wanted to point that out in there because we are scared, aren't we? We're scared of feeling better. Why? You know, we're scared of thinking we're going to have to run to the bathroom and what's going to happen. But that is why Dr. Janine Bowering went back to the drawing board and wanted to create whole food supplements that were easier for the body and the stomach so that it moves through the body. And it's not just a colon cleanse. This is not just an intestinal cleanse. This is to the lungs. This is the thyroid. This is the kidneys. This is the liver. This is a full body detox, which is the drastic difference between any other detox on the market. Give yourself the opportunity for less than $1 a day to feel better. I am telling you, within 3 to 5 days of doing this, you will think, what in the was I thinking?
Yeah.
Why have I not jumped on this bandwagon before? And that's okay. That's why we do it once a year. and that's why we have auto delivery. But that's your one-time number. One-time number right there available for you, but this is also available on auto delivery. This is a full 60-day supply. You take 4 pills, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon or at nighttime, and then after 2 months, you take a full month off, and your next supply will arrive to seasonally feel better. Today is the one time a year that we actually do this for you. So we're going to be back in just a quick second,
Okay,
but we're going to take a quick little break first. But give us a call if you have any questions. Remember, Angelina is upstairs to answer any dietary questions of how you use this.
Check out the latest TSC Quick Buy from Uno Ere. This 18-karat gold Rolo Link bracelet is an instant classic. Available today at the quick buy price of just $579. This stunning Italian-designed keepsake has been meticulously assembled by hand, forming a beautifully fluid look. And this special design lets you attach charms and other fun add-ons without being too bulky or uncomfortable on your wrist. The high-quality gold gives this piece incomparable sparkle and elegance, highlighting the beauty of its timeless style. This modern heirloom from Uno Ere is yours by calling us now at 1-888-2020-888 or visit us online at tsc.ca. Today's shopping choice.
Gets your feet going there, but if you want that energy, if you don't want that afternoon slump, if you never want to feel a headache again, if you want to get rid of those last few pounds, that abdominal bloating, if you want to get rid of the acne, you're thinking, gosh, everything I try, my skin just won't clear up. Well, you know what? Your body's red flagging. Your body is waving all kinds of red flags, and you're just sticking Band-Aids everywhere when you need to flush it out. You need to detox all of that away and learn what it is like to actually feel lighter, to feel better, to have a clear thought process. And that is what our one time a year we bring you the seasonal detox, your 60 days to feel better in just a few days. But it's a full 60 days that you're on it. But within 3 to 5 days, you will certainly start to feel the difference. Now, the formulator, the woman behind the entire brand, who we love to death here.
And I love you too, and I love all of you. So thank you, for being such wonderful customers and viewers over the years. I wouldn't be here if we didn't have the results that you were all looking for in terms of feeling better. And that's when we're talking about detoxification. It's often one of those things that you wouldn't say, oh, A connects to B. Whether it is the headaches, the skin conditions, the digestive complaints, you wouldn't necessarily always know, unless you've been watching me for the last 8 years, that toxicity in the internal organs is the root cause of why the body displays a lot of these symptoms. So by now getting at that root cause and using the Vita Detox safely and effectively, gently, so you won't be running to the washroom. This is a very gentle cleanse for your intestines and all of the other internal organs. Now then, when you start to feel better and you feel lighter and you feel like more energetic and your skin starts to glow, and maybe it's the skin rashes or maybe the gas and the bloating and those digestive complaints start to be eliminated from doing the detox, then you'll understand and you'll appreciate. And for those of you who know and you follow our routine of doing this every season, it's almost like the body knows, oh, it's detox time.
You can feel it's time.
You feel, because those toxins build up. We're all exposed to, and researchers have found over 80,000 different toxic chemicals that we're exposed to as Canadians on a daily basis. So this is something that we really, really have to be proactive about, and I can't stress that enough. We see all of these disease rates on the rise, and we ask ourselves, well, what is the connection? What is different? And that is the difference. It's that environmental toxicity, as well as, with the stress levels that we have. It's a very different life compared to, I think, what our parents had and our grandparents.
20 years ago.
Well,
exactly.
Absolutely.
And I remember one of the first conversations you and I had a couple years ago, and we were talking about the detox and cleansing of the body and the parasites and stuff, and how this whole diagnosing, one of the biggest rampages right now is the autoimmune, and every second person, and you looked at me and said, Wendy, 90% of it is the toxicity in the body. It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's a misdiagnosis.
It is. And, you know, thankfully, you know, researchers are looking more and more at the links between diseases and that toxicity and very specific things like cadmium and mercury and the heavy metal toxins, which this is a heavy metal detox as well. But the value of taking the Vita Detox, you can't put a price tag on your health. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, well, what am I doing to really help myself from the inside out and doing it naturally? I'm hoping that the Vita Detox is the way that you're doing it because, you know, like so many of you out there that have done it, you know, you thank me because it really is, you know, cause and effect. And once you get at those root toxins internally and you start to see your symptoms disappear, whether it is the headaches, the skin rashes, it doesn't matter, maybe it's just that fatigue, then you appreciate the fact that the Vita Detox did its job for you and that you're feeling so much better.
Unbelievable. One of the things that Dr. Barron says before she would diagnose or treat any client, before you start any one of the recommended protocols within the Healthy Millionaire sequel, where does it start? It starts with a detox. It starts with a clean slate. It starts with getting all of that out of the body so that we know if that is real. So this is available for you, and that there is more than just the protocols in there. It's all the symptomatics. It's the mind and body connection. It is that sort of telling yourself you're sick, but also telling yourself you can be better. Reviews. 2 years ago, I was having symptoms similar to IBS, another one that's diagnosed every second day, right?
Oh, yeah.
Throw something at it. I decided to try the detox for 2 months, and within 2 weeks, I felt a lot better. I continued that treatment on for a couple of months. Well, it has made a remarkable difference for me. Thank you so much. Happy Graham from Ontario. Here's another one, Sammy from Calgary. Reason I got on the Vita Detox was my doctor said my liver test showed a fatty liver. The test showed after doing this a good result from taking the Vita Detox. My liver is good, my cholesterol is low, and the blood sugar is good. So this is more than just that intestinal and colon cleanse. Remember, this is cleansing for the thyroid. This is cleansing the lungs. This is cleansing all of those major organs, cleansing the liver, cleansing the kidney, cleansing it all. 518 is your auto delivery number that you can cancel at absolutely any time. Really, the only thing there is locking in that price point and doing your seasonal detox, which is exponentially important for the body. 4 easy takes makes this less than $1 a day to start finally feeling better. And decide and find out for yourself, are you really sick? Or is it just the toxicity that's built up within the body? I'm going to say goodbye to Dr. Barron. What's your next hour? When do you want to go?
7 p.m.
7 p.m., full hour testimonial line. Angelina upstairs to help you out. But I'm going to pass it over to Lisa, and she is taking us through a fabulous on-sale hour of Statement Queen necklace right here, Heidi Daas jewelry pieces. So I'm going to pass it over to you.
So we have such a beautiful collection of sale items, as Wendy was saying, with Heidi Daas, one of our favorite jewelry lines. Now, when it comes to Heidi, if you know just what this woman really puts into her heart and soul of her collection, this being on sale, this very brief visit, you need to start dialing in now. You need to get to our website at tsc.ca because there's only this show and one more show with Barb, who's been, like I like to say, partner in crime in a good way with Heidi Daas for many, many years. But think of, let's say, Monet, or also Leonardo da Vinci as an artist.
Yeah.
Well, using crystals and jewelry as her muse, so to speak, that's what Heidi is all about. And I know so many of you, you are Heidi girls, so to speak. And now to talk about sale items as well, give your head a shake. I mean, it's so exciting. And I just want to give a bit of a caveat. Do not wait till the end of the day or the end of the hour even, because things have been selling out with our show previously this morning.
Crazy.
I know.
Yeah, we're sort of one and done. We have very little
inventory, so to speak.
And great value. So hello, everybody. It's so great to be back here at the Shopping Channel.
Yeah, it's great to have Barb here. And yes, we do have very limited quantities, so it's first come, first serve. Crazy, crazy deals. I know we had a $350 necklace.
Yes.
And it was $130.
And then gone.
And
Yes.
totally gone.
Yes.
So that is the warning for you. So let's get into our first beautiful look. And you were saying Canada loves
pistachio. Again, the girls in Canada love color. All Heidi's customers really do, because she's known for color. But pistachio pearls, that's the color of this necklace here, our Helene's Jewel d'Affaires. But pistachio is this beautiful minty green colored pearl, and they're all glass pearls with a beautiful luster to them. And they come down in this specific piece to this beautiful vintage inspired station that has all these gorgeous fancy cut Swarovski crystals. And here's signature Heidi collection for gals who have never tried, or for the gals out there who buy Heidi's pieces. Color. It's all about color, color, color. And look at here where you have blues and amethyst and olivines, and right here in this lovely 3-strand sits so nice right on the neckline, inside the revers of a jacket or over a sweater. But what a gorgeous piece of Art Deco jewelry.
I agree, and it's true, whether it's deco, whether it's a little bit of Art Nouveau in here, the inspiration that our lovely Heidi actually comes up with, it's incredible. And being a gardener that she is, she loves to actually, you know, really get a lot of the colors, I think, and also the the position, the composition, that's what I want to say, as far as putting it all together. And boy, do we reap the benefits. And today, being incredible sale items, I really hope that you're shopping with us. But really, you know, here we are, it is May, and talk about very timely. When I look at this one, it is all of the flowers coming out.
And flowers and nature are a huge inspiration for her. And here you can see it in the design and also the use of these beautiful color tones. So for graduation season that's coming up, and communion season, and weddings. What a gorgeous piece. And there's a matching bracelet that goes right with it. But if you have a beautiful wedding coming up, an outdoor wedding or a Saturday evening wedding, this Helene's Jewel d'Affaires collection, she's had it in her collection for a number of years in different colorways, but this will be retired after today's show, so you will not be able to
keep
get
that
this
in mind.
again.
TSC.ca, there is some rockin' deals, sale items with the 3 shows that we've had and are having today with Barb. It's a very blink and you miss it kind of visit. So you snooze, you lose. All of those comments, those sort of statements definitely apply to our Heidi Daus sale shows today. So please do take advantage of the sale prices. Don't delay. Look at this. I mean, this is museum quality when you look at this. It
absolutely is. You know, and we like to say that, you know, Heidi doesn't design to trend. If you asked her what's the current trend or current color, I would have no idea. Because she designs beautiful jewelry that makes you happy, that sparkles. This piece is no exception to the coloration. And then also I want to point out with her hinges on her bangles, very easy on, easy off, single hinge, a beautiful, comfortable oval shape, so it sits so nicely on the wrist. But bracelets are very expensive to make because of all the cutout work and the workmanship. So somebody has to go in and hand polish all this open work, hand set all these crystals, these gorgeous Swarovski crystals in this wonderful pink and blue color hue that goes with so many things in your wardrobe. But what a gorgeous looking bracelet.
I agree, and there's only a few left for the entire country. Please do not delay. And look, you can actually see the open work at the back, and even at the back with the outline, so to speak, there are more beautiful crystals that have been just sort of outlining that open area. I mean, our Heidi, she doesn't miss a trick.
No. Attention to detail.
Always.
Love the attention to detail. And here you'll see it in this beautiful petal perfection or petal passion necklace. This is so feminine, so elegant, and it's another bloom, because we have so many blooms that are inspired in the collection by Heidi's love of nature.
Yes.
But here you have a 4-inch extender, which will give you 4 inches of versatility on the length. But here's this beautiful, gorgeous bloom, and you can see the trailing off of the stems in the back, all black diamond, Swarovski black diamond, sort of in a fluid design that sits asymmetrically off to the side, which makes it a little more interesting.
I agree, and with wedding season, better weather, all of that, even if you've got nowhere to go, I really encourage you with the sale pricing that we have. I would love for you to get both the necklace and the bracelet home. It's always nice when you can actually put a set together, so to speak. These are pieces that I feel you will be gravitating to year after year. There is no trend, as you were saying, with Heidi and the way that she designs. I swear that she just channels from Downton Abbey era, you know, just incredible detail. And also she's a cheeky girl in a good way.
Yeah.
She loves her critters as well. So I'd love for you to head to tsc.ca. The authenticity, the realism, I mean, to look at the different layering, just all of it comes together so perfectly. And we are talking about clearance pricing, as you can see, with that lovely bracelet as well. So please get the necklace and the bracelet if you can.
This is a really beautiful collection, and it has a box clasp, so it's an invisible clasp. I was trying to show earlier when you were sharing your thoughts about the collection, and that's an unusual piece for her in that regard, because we do toggles and closures like that. But in this case, if you can
sort of tucked in,
the necklace and the bracelet, it's nice to have a collection in a suite. And normally she'll do a few things, you know, matching pieces. And here's an example where together it's so beautiful.
Exactly. So take advantage of that. So at tsc.ca, you will be able to actually see and order any of these pieces that we are talking about here. And I'm just looking at some of the amazing pricing that we have. I know we're going to also be moving very quickly.
Yes.
So I want to give you a bit of a heads up there. So if we're not getting into the lengths, etc., it's all there at tsc.ca. So here's the bracelet. So if I were to quickly do the math with the, is this what we're calling the Petal Passion, right?
Yes, the Petal Passion.
So can I just say the necklace was only $230. Now it's $91.66.
Incredible.
So for about $90. And then for the bracelet, it was a $170 bracelet that is now $67.66.
So you could get both pieces for less than about the price of the one necklace would have been.
Exactly. So these are the sort of deals that we're talking about. So when you really see the savings that you're getting, and again, this is going to be wear after wear after wear.
Oh, when you don't know what to wear, sometimes, you know, you grab a piece and you might not think you need it now, but if you love it and it looks beautiful and it's something you could use, just get it, because there'll be a day, you know, our wardrobes are very simple now, and jewelry is a great way to just change the look of what you're wearing.
Completely.
So, you know, a strand of, you know, something with white pearl, colored pearl, a long necklace, they all build your wardrobe of jewelry.
Oh, I agree. So this is a collection that is going to, you know, really withstand the distance of time, so to speak. It really has, I think, well, quite frankly, Heidi Daus is in a league of her own as a person, but also as the collection.
Yes.
This collection is so unique, so beautifully crafted, and that is why so many of us Heidi girls out there, we are diehard fans at regular price.
Yes, true.
I mean, we're just like kids in candy store when we know that we've got sale items and sale prices like this.
Makes it that much more fun. But we're absolutely collectors, because, you know, you can't find jewelry like this out in the marketplace where it's handcrafted. So everything is hand knotted with silk thread. Here's this gorgeous speechless splendor as we name our collections. We shared earlier how much fun it is when we name them
everybody
all.
in the office, they've got their 2 cents to put in.
Yes, they do. We have a great time naming our pieces. And this is a vintage piece that has these swirl designs. They were really initially a cufflink that Heidi had seen in a vintage store. And you can see them here on those closures on the clasp on the side. And that's how she gets her inspiration, if she sees a piece of architecture or if she sees a design in a museum. So here are these gorgeous swirls with the dimension as well. It's not flat. You can see the dimension of this piece. The casting has layers to it, and it's not a flat pressed piece. But you have the swirl here, and then then inside you have princess cuts at the top, and then stream upon stream of hand-set Swarovski crystals. And then look at these amethysts, the oval amethysts that are set. But the workmanship and the design detail. And she literally sits with an empty casting and a little needle and plain, and she puts a crystal in every place you see it.
I love
and
that.
then until it's just right, and then one is hand set, and that's how the order is placed. But that's the design process.
Yeah, you know what? It's really incredible.
It's incredible.
And she changes the colors sometimes
Yes.
until she gets it right.
Yes, always. Yep, she'll change the collection. She'll change the colors. Sometimes we might do a piece in a different colorway a year or two later, but in this Speechless Splendor, this is the colorway it came in, and it is really such a design work of art.
Yeah.
You have the bead cap on the top. You see those 3-ring bead cap on the top? That's a signature bead cap she's created years ago in her collection, and it's all paved front and back, and the detail is really fine jewelry making techniques.
I love it. Exactly. Incredible. Oh, now this bracelet that we just saw earlier, it has sold out. No surprise. And this is just the beginning of this fast-paced hour. It is the Heidi Daus Jewelry Spring Sale. Barb is here just for this show and one more.
Yep.
That is it. So TSC.ca is absolutely your one-stop destination online. I know that the phone lines this morning were getting very, very congested, so to speak. So if you want to sort of get yourself ahead of the line, get yourself ahead of the curve, go to TSC.ca. Something else we should mention is the exclusivity that we have here.
We're only available at the Shopping Channel. You know, limited distribution, but exclusive in Canada to the Shopping Channel. And it's really the power and the resources of the Shopping Channel that allow us to bring such beautiful designs at such great value. And here's a classic tea rose that Heidi has had in her collection in different iterations over the years, but this is a beautiful pin. Rose is so important to her floral collections. And the dimension of this and the size, it's just perfect. If you know you have a gift coming up, or if you're going to a wedding, or if you have a graduation on a pashmina or on a jacket, this rose is so elegant and so timeless. And it's available in 3 colors. And I think we still have all 3 colors available. But look at the dimension of it.
Yeah.
It's not
petal
flat.
after petal. Yeah.
You know, every petal, it has scale to it and dimension, which is very expensive to do and very unusual to do nowadays.
Very believable.
And you can see underneath all these layers of this petal, it's really 3-dimensional and complete. There you can see that's a great shot. But look how it stands up, and then
Not
you see
flat at
petals
all.
Underneath that it's covered and paved with Swarovski crystals, and it's like it's a sculpture. It's just a beautiful pin, and pins are such, we were sharing earlier in the day how it's the fastest way to really change your wardrobe, and it's a perfect gift idea.
Absolutely. Perfect gift. You're absolutely right. So black diamond, that's the one that you've got there, I believe?
That's the one I have right here. So that's her classic black diamond, which is similar to like a clear crystal. And I want to point out her bronze tone finish. That's, you know, on the back. You know, the rest of the metal is our bronze tone finish. This one here is our tanzanite.
That's right.
So that's your gorgeous purples and your blues in this tanzanite colorway. That's so pretty. And you can see, like, you know, underneath the folds of the petals, we've got crystals in there. And the composite of color, there's about 4 different colors of blues that are in this pin. That's your tanzanite. And then last but not least, it's this beautiful amethyst.
Oh, the light amethyst, yeah.
So gals who like all your pinks and your purples, there's your beautiful amethyst color. And look at her little stem with topaz and the green.
You know what? Leave it to Heidi. She doesn't miss a trick.
No.
Again, phenomenal gift idea. You don't have to get into, do they have their ears pierced, or what's their wrist size? With a pin, you can never go wrong. Again, I think that the believability, the lovely detail with all of the crystals, just exceptional. Oh, so here is the bracelet I do believe we're looking at.
Petal Passion, yes.
It has now sold out too. Again, do not think that you can come back later on. There is definitely a sense of urgency, and you know, we really are going very quickly through different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great day to be shopping here at the
Isn't
Shopping
it, though?
Channel. It really is.
It's also great if you can go to tsc.ca, so you're not waiting on the phone. I know that earlier we had a bit of a delay in answering the phone.
Yes,
So
crazy.
unfortunately, if that's the way that you need to order, you better start dialing in now. Even if you don't know what you're ordering.
Just go look.
I'll have one of those. Now this one, we really went through a lot of inventory this morning already, didn't we?
This was so great. This is called our Ease and Elegance, and it's just that. It's a long necklace. I think how long did we say it was earlier? 60 something inches.
I believe it was.
It's one strand.
Yep,
it's a very long necklace with these baby, faceted beads that come down to these pearls. There's two colorways. There's a jet and hematite. And then the design is really these gorgeous little pearls here that are interspersed with these eggs. That's all I could really call them. It's this paved egg that's paved on all sides, and it's thin and it's long and it's linear, and you can layer it around your neck 2 or 3 times. It's a really easy, fabulous piece to wear, and it comes in the 2 colorways, and it has a gorgeous toggle closure.
Yeah.
So this we've wrapped around twice. Kelly had it on, I think, 3 or 4 times. So there's so many options for this.
Exactly.
And at $44, I mean, this will be a workhorse in your wardrobe.
It is an easy choice for gift giving, but also for yourself for sure. So definitely both of them, I think, have huge merit in your jewelry wardrobe, ladies. And I just have to point out this nutty price, $45 basically. When you think Heidi Daus, I don't think you'd ever envision $45 for a necklace. Well, today is your lucky day.
Yeah, these are things that you don't even, to have it today, grab it, get it home. It's so easy to shop at the Shopping Channel. This is going to be one of these staples. It's like a strand of pearls. And you will wear it and use it, and when you don't know what to wear, you will grab this necklace.
It is so true. All right, now this is my pick.
Oh, yes.
In the hour, there is a bracelet that is also coming up too. And being a bit of a cheeky monkey herself in a lovely way, our Heidi Daus adores her critters, and there's always personality plus. This one is so sophisticated, and yet the cheekiness comes out because we have a little froggy.
We do. Look, embedded in there are leaping opulence. This really looks like something that you would find in a museum, a vintage museum shop.
Agree.
It's so beautifully designed. It is link upon link. That is hand-painted enamel. So what you're looking at are these gorgeous links of hand-painted enamel. They're linked together with these topaz and light Colorado Swarovski crystals. And it's shorter, and it comes right to this asymmetrical frog. And there you can see him there, and look at his back. He's got a topaz crystal right on his back.
Gorgeous. What a handsome guy.
Hand-painted enamel, so tailored. I mean, this I could just see you wearing with a leopard jacket, with, you know, a paisley jacket, or even
I could see that, exactly. If you love the Panthers, you know, that sort of look, that Cartier-esque sort of feeling, I think this would be a wonderful introduction. Also, I have to point out the savings, $110 off. So you can apply that to the bracelet, perhaps, that's coming up. We were doing some creative math this morning.
Oh my God, I mean, the value is incredible. And this I want to show you. My favorite. Look at the closure. The toggle closure is beautiful. It is, they're baguette crystals. There's topaz baguette crystals all set on the round, which is so difficult to do, because if it's not done just right, they won't stay there. And then at the very end, you have this round crystal set right at the end of the toggle, but this goes all the way around, link after link, hand-painted enamel, gorgeous links that connect it, and the matching bracelet. This is really a stunning piece. And in 20 years, you could take this out of your jewelry box, put it on with a black turtleneck sweater and a pair of trousers, and just be perfectly dressed.
I find it to be, you know, the very sultry, sexy, and classy. It is subtle. The frog is subtle. Yeah. He's there, but I don't think necessarily you're going to take it all in as soon as you look at the necklace.
And he's whimsical.
Yeah.
People look and say, is that a frog on your necklace?
He's definitely a boy, I've decided. Definitely a boy. So much fun. And remember, we don't have a lot of the leaping opulence, whether it is the 18.5-inch necklace or the matching leaping opulence bracelet. Just reduced price, you had $110 savings with the necklace. So with that, do some creative math. Yeah, we really can spoil you here. This was $180 originally. It's now at $125 basically. And there's that toggle that you talked about, Barb.
That's a gorgeous bracelet. And you know, if you know, for just to have a bracelet in your collection, if you have, you know, gold link bracelets that you have, you know, you could always mix genuine with Heidi's fashion pieces because it all works together. But this piece right here, I want to show you, and I want to show you the back of it too. So these links that are coming through the front, they're completely paved front and back. And the weight of this piece, I wish you could almost get through the camera and feel it. It's so substantial and so it's great hand to it.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
this
for sure.
is
It's
just
finished perfectly.
so fabulous looking. It's tailored, but yet sophisticated, and it goes beautifully. I mean, if you can get the both, if you can get the necklace and the bracelet, that would be terrific.
Oh, I agree. And with those savings, with the interest-free, I think it's so great. And then, of course, the easy pays as well. And I'm going to say, this is not necessarily an obvious Heidi piece.
Right. Yeah.
Would you agree?
She has a very eclectic design
She
element,
does.
and some of them are more tailored and a little more modern looking and tailored, and some are very ornate and over the top. But this is, I would probably call this one of her more tailored pieces.
Yeah, I think so too. So if you can, if you're loving the necklace and the bracelet, do some creative math of your own. Remember, we are very limited. Remember, we've also had a few sellouts in this hour. We had quite a few in our first hour. After this show is done, there's only one more hour left of the Heidi Daus Jewelry Spring Sale with Barb. So very quick visit, really. So take advantage. TSC.ca, 1-888-2020-888. By the way, because they're larger links, I want you to know that the length of the bracelet is 8.5 inches.
Okay.
But it's large links, so it will sort of fit with an average, wouldn't you say, an average wrist?
Yes, I mean, this fits me perfectly, and I'm like an average in Heidi's collection.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's talk about this.
Our little our maple leaf, our charm. So this we made exclusively for Canada. I mean, it's so great. I mean, if you have a charm bracelet or a pendant, but look how gorgeous this guy is. Look at, it's all open work and set with Siam Swarovski crystals. But this is such a signature piece for Canada. So, and then you attach them to any charm bracelet that you have. We had some. I don't know if there was any online any longer. We might have sold out, and they'll have to look at on .com to see if you have the charm bracelet itself. But look how great this little pendant, this charm is.
And you know what? It's not that far away. Canada Day's July 1st.
Oh, I've heard, yes. And you have a big anniversary, right? Your big celebration.
150.
That's incredible.
150 years young. It's true.
We have something special coming for that celebration.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you now?
We do. Yep. Stay tuned.
Okay, so a little bit of a heads up from Barb, who's got the inside track, so she would know. So this is really a great idea for you to just maybe celebrate this very special Canada Day, but every day to celebrate being Canadian. Sometimes we hear that as Canadians we are kind of less obvious, you know, a little quieter,
more conservative.
Yes.
I don't know though. You wear great, you wear jewelry and great pieces, and but I know what you're saying.
Yeah. We're just a little shyer maybe, but I think that is such a beautiful and artistic
and my daughter, when she's 14, she puts charms on everything. She has it on her backpack. She has it all over. So I don't know. The charm is really a great gift idea too.
Can I also? Marina, would you mind if I could have a look at that charm again? I know we're moving on. I just sort of wanted to think a little bit about that one. But in the meantime, let's talk about Obsessed.
Wow, yes, Obsessed, yes, the Obsessed necklace. And Heidi was, when she designed this, this is really vintage, you know, Heidi, in terms of all the elements that are here. It's long, it's linear, and it looks so fabulous with black, or if you're wearing, you know, going out, or if you're wearing something tailored during the day. But here you have hand knotted cream pearls, and wow, and you come down to this gorgeous station that moves. A lot of her jewelry, articulates too, so you want it to be comfortable. So there are multiple castings that go into making this necklace, and you can see how on the drop it moves and articulates. And look at the color of the beautiful green, this gorgeous rectangular faceted Swarovski crystal in the center. And then you come down to this sort of this arch shield here, pearl drops under a bead cap, and the coral. I think what makes this so fabulous is obviously the design is a beautiful necklace, but the color of coral and white and black and clear crystal.
Do you see an Asian influence with this one?
Yes,
I really do. Oh yeah, totally. And we've got earrings coming up too. So as I was looking at the maple leaf, I was thinking that would also be a fabulous pull on your zipper or something like that too, because it's actually got a lobster clasp closure that you can kind of, put it on there. And you said your daughter
my
did
daughter has
the backpack.
It's all over her back. I don't know, they're all over it. It's really fun.
Just an idea there. So again, if you go to tsc.ca, you can see the maple leaf interpretation by Heidi, but there is something coming up later on this year.
For your big anniversary.
Yeah, you heard it here. But this is dynamite. This, I see the deco, I see the Asian influence with this one. We have earrings coming up.
Do you see the hand-painted enamel in here? That is really difficult to do. It takes a lot of great skill and workmanship. And the pop of that coral with the green and the black, timeless. And if you come up on the necklace, you have these carved aventurine beads right here, simulated aventurine beads with onyx. Beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, you know what?
And it is a toggle closure, by the way, so you can make it, that's how the piece is closed. It has a toggle closure on it. And then there's a matching earring that goes with it.
Perfect. So we are going to showcase the earrings now. So it would be a shame to miss out on one or the other. So the Obsessed necklace, that is $100 off. And then with the earrings, I can tell you, you're saving $40 off with that. So you've got terrific savings. We have only the pierced for the earrings. I mean, these are the perfect companion.
Yes.
This is like an omega type of closure,
yeah,
isn't
omega closure, which is a very expensive way.
It's going to balance beautifully.
It's more secure and it's balanced on the ear. These are gorgeous. When you need a drop earring, when you just want something that's got a wow factor, put your hair up, pull your hair back, leave it down, and wear this drop earring with a very simple dress. Gorgeous. And if you can get the two together, perfect.
Exactly. All right, so here is the necklace that we saw earlier on.
Oh, congratulations.
And just another example of sold out. It's going to be, we're going to wear out that name.
Yes.
Sold out.
It's great. Enjoy it. It's a beauty. It's really a beauty. You're not going to see it again.
It's
so that's going to be fabulous.
So TSC.ca, very, very limited with all of the pieces that Barb is presenting to us. There's only one more show after this hour, and then that's it. And I just want to remind you, it's the pieces that you are seeing on our show that are going to be the items that are at crazy awesome prices.
Yes, yes.
So be aware of that. Now this one I know that you've been wearing.
Oh, I love this piece. Heidi and I had to go to New York last week for something. I think it was a business luncheon or something. It was it wasn't formal at all. And I put this on with, a plain black shirt and a pair of slacks, and it was really, it's stunning. It's a chain, which is unusual. So you see this very vintage-inspired piece on the bottom with cabochons of carnelian and set behind black diamonds. So it looks very vintage and very museum quality-like. But she's married it here with this gorgeous Italian braided chain. And the combination of the two, where you have this very stately, elegant station, and then you have the chain that goes with it. It's such a great combination.
Yeah, no kidding. And by the way, we have ring, we have earrings, I believe, coming up for you as well.
Yeah.
So we are, giving you the chance to actually build that suite, that collection. A very impressive piece. I mean, it makes a statement, doesn't it?
And it's very tailored. It's very tailored and handsome piece for Heidi. And the chain, I think, is what makes this, offsets it so beautifully. And then you can see on the chain, the rondelles are completely paved on all the way around, and at the back, next to the 4-inch extender, the rondelles are covered as well. So this is something where you can wear this to the office for sure. You don't have to wear this for formal, or it could go very dressy as well. And then here's our 4-inch extender on the back, which gives you that great versatility. So if you need to go a little higher, a little lower, I'm wearing V-neck, you can wear it with a boat neck. You know, you have some options here on how to wear it.
I think options for a woman is very, very good, especially when it comes to her wardrobe and her accessories, like her jewelry. Heidi Daus is such a favorite here when it comes to jewelry, and we are thrilled to be offering you really some sale items that are just crazy. I mean, we've had some really knock out of the park discounts, and I know we've already sold out. I think on some of those ones already, and it will continue. So if you've got internet access, TSC.ca is definitely a place that you need to go, because by the time we actually wrap up this hour, and there'll be one more show left after that, there's going to be more sellouts. And if you don't know what's coming up, you know what? You got to be a little proactive when possible.
And they're really going to be retired. You're not going to see these pieces again. So it's really a last chance opportunity to get some classics that will never go out of style. There's the ring that goes back to the beautiful pendant design necklace, our Power Source ring. And that has enamel along the top, and then you have carnelian cabochons, and then you have baguettes set with rounds on either end, and all the way down the shank as well. She's put paved crystals, but it's a longer ring. It sits a little longer on the knuckle, but really comfortable and easy to wear. It doesn't roll. It sits beautifully on the top of the hand.
Yeah, you know what? Very deco inspired, as you can see, with the lovely border in the black that could be like an onyx if you looked at it, right?
Yes.
And we've got that carnelian. It really is finger-to-finger coverage. It is the perfect companion to the necklace. If you can, do grab this one too. Terrific savings. I mean, really, this ring for that price, under $70, is exceptional. You do want to get your size while available. I believe we have sizes 5, 6, 7, and 8 at this point. But there is so much more that you need to check out at TSC.ca. So as an artist, I know that Heidi, she actually has a lot of inspiration from nature. She's out